the scene as I'm drifting away from the room. So you're still stuck in the throne room. Everyone's a bit chaotic,
Fireball.
and lots of people rushing about. The king's sort of forgotten about the decree you handed him. It's sort of just left on the side of his throne. There's people coming to talk to him. He's sort of glaring about. Talk among yourselves for a little bit and sort of discuss what you're thinking about doing.
We're in the throne room, and the king is shitting himself.
I don't like the king. Can we kill him?
I don't think trying to kill the king is going to be a good start to this.
Fireball.
No. No.
I think that would violate a couple of my principles as a character.
Like what? We have principles?
Maybe. I mean,
you do.
Anders doesn't really mind being a brutal and torturing as long as the people being tortured are sinners
Guilty.
or something.
Wait, well, what counts as a sinner for Anders?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Is the ostentatious display of fortune a thing?
Does the concept of sinning really even exist in the religion that Anders is
Okay, you know what's,
worshipping?
I know what's still driving me nuts? Is that, you know that goddamn room that I blew up? Remember with the weird little dinosaur fetuses?
I guess there should be some kind of guidelines towards not being a complete dick because Baldur is a good god.
Yeah, I can see why you got
I
kicked
don't
out.
really know what the guidelines actually are.
Some say the castle is still burning to this day. With the observer inside. I wonder if he's okay. So about that leopard.
Best tank ever. Such a beautiful tank.
I have
No.
pictures of Leo as well.
I don't want to go play Armored Warfare and fucking grind out to my fucking leopards. God damn it.
I have pictures of two interiors.
Post them.
One of them is a T-72 and the other one is a Leo 2A4.
Leo 2.
But I don't know which one's which.
Whichever one looks newer. Oh no, it's a T-72. I might actually be able to identify that. Okay, next one. Let me look. The fuck was that noise? I'm going insane.
I think that's like the gunner's seat on the Leo 2A4.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. Discord just did something weird. Can you post on the other one you have? I could actually probably tell you which one it is.
Is it an autoloader? Or is it a manual?
No, that one doesn't have an autoloader, so that's a Leo. I think at least the bridge looks like it can't be autoloaded. You can see it on the right. That doesn't look like an autoloader thing.
Yeah, no. It's probably a manual. There is a loader on the right and a gunner on the left.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at that. That looks like that might be the T-72s. Or whatever one you said it was.
I think this was the T-72.
That might actually, you might actually be correct. But at the same time, I can't tell because the one on the top also looks like that might be
you
an
can see the
autoloader.
breach in that one.
Well, oh, true,
I
it is.
assume that there's some kind of an autoloader system behind that white thing.
I'm trying to remember something about T-72s. I can't remember. There's one of the Ts that use autoloaders that didn't have a T-72 that was covered though. I mean, the autoloader wasn't covered.
Fun fact: after the Gerson Panzer movie, the tank museum in Parola actually received enough donations from Japanese tourists that they can get all of the tanks sheltered.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, that is a T-72 on the top. Actually, it looks
You mean
like,
the Finnish tank collection?
Yeah,
I know exactly why.
the issue is
Yeah.
I
That
can't see.
BT-42 go. That purely the BT-42 scene was the sole reason why the Finnish museum received all those donations. Believe me, that tank is awesome in that film, in that movie. It's a good watch. It's a good watch. I mean, have you seen it? Anyone? No?
No.
are you talking about the thing?
Yeah, the Gavin Potter movie.
Well,
Have you seen it?
obviously I've seen it because I just mentioned it.
Ah, yeah. So you know about the BT-42?
Yes.
The one of Just fighting full blast, full throttle, open fire at short range with that howitzer, and all of it with Sakrayaven polka in front, in background music. I mean, who wouldn't like that? There's just so much action, so much fan service for tankies.
Oh, sorry about that. My microwave sort of stopped working. Very strange.
Well,
It's just really silly that they used the BT-42.
yeah.
BT-42 is, in real life, it was not a very good design.
Yeah, it was awful.
Wait, isn't the BT-40 that really fast? Something that's stupid fast? I can't remember.
No,
The movie
it was slow as shit,
stupid
and
as
it got stuck all the time.
BT-40, I can't remember this tank.
It's
Almost, I mean, they built like 20 BT-42s over the course of World War II, and half of those were lost due to various mechanical
Oh, it's the Finnish one.
breakdowns.
I was thinking something else.
And only one was lost in an actual battle.
Right.
And I think the one that was lost in a battle failed to penetrate the T-34 from the front like 4 times in a row or something.
Part tank, interior. This is driving me nuts.
Because apparently the fuses on the shells didn't trigger properly. So they just bounced.
well, that's a design flaw with the ammunition rather than a gun. But you can't help but imagine that thing barely holding upstairs. When he shoots, it's almost always trying to. When you shoot the gun, it tries to flip over. It's so tall, it can't stay on its treads.
This is pissing me off now.
Right, everyone ready?
Yeah, okay, I'm
Yes,
pretty sure
more
top
or
one's
less.
a T-Leopard. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, Mac, let's waste our time. Oh, for love of God!
the part where the tank loses its thread is real. The tank is perfectly capable of moving without threads.
Right. So, we are still in the throne room. And like I said, the sort of people running everywhere. Everyone's a bit sort of stressed out. King looks rather mad and upset.
Yeah, but at least we managed to de-escalate the
Yes,
situation.
exactly.
Somewhat, yes.
And Orin is about to re-escalate it with a fireball.
Most likely, yeah. Or just a bad word.
I'm gonna bonk you on the head if you do that.
You know, Anders has finally shone himself out, and he's like, yes.
And they just see his fireball slowly forming behind Andrew's
Yes,
behind
actually,
Orin's back.
something.
Right.
Besides wasting all of my heal spells in the first fight of every session.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that bad. You should have been an elf.
That happens a lot, doesn't it? Mainly because of Orin's terrible, terrible, terrible low health.
Actually, I don't get hit that
It's
much,
usually not Orin I'm healing.
which is hilarious.
Yeah, you're right. It's usually Pavel.
Because I have
I think it's been Pavel and Odd and
Yeah.
myself.
because
I'm
wait,
just here to take
Basically the
damage.
guys in the front.
Andrews, what
We haven't played enough with Halden yet, so...
what's
I
everyone's
haven't
AC?
had
I'm
the
curious.
chance to heal him.
What's everyone's AC?
What?
What's everyone's AC?
My AC is 19, I think.
AC,
ACDC?
18 plus.
Why is it 18? But I'm almost certain that it was 19 at some point.
I have a 15 AC.
Oh well.
That's still pretty high, to be fair, for a mage.
That's because I have so much fucking dexterity.
Hmm.
I fucking have 20 dexterity, dude.
Yeah, that moment when
When did dexterity? What the fuck?
your tank is your mate your tank is your healer, your DPS is your tank, and your mage is your DPS.
Well, I see nothing wrong with a self-healing tank.
Anyway,
Oh, I forgot. I used pyrotechnics on the guy who's like our boss. I forgot about that.
oh, you mean you used in inverted commas? You didn't actually use it.
No, I was actually being serious on that, Mac. I set smoke bombs under his house.
Okay. I'm sure he'll be very happy when you get back.
Yeah, if you can figure it out, it was me. That's a true question.
Well, you're the only mage who knows.
Someone could have just started a fire down there, or it could have been fireworks.
Anyway,
Okay. Yes.
sorry, I was drinking. Eventually, everyone sort of calms down a bit, and the king you can tell he sort of remembers that you're still here, and he glances down at the decree, and his eye catches, and he begins to address you again.
Okay.
Wait, you're the supposed heroes of Trifrid, are you not? Band of mercenaries that single-handedly defeat the Heart Beast and the Were herd that was attacking the town?
You are correct, Your Highness. It was us who helped repel the beast invasion of Tiflit. How do you pronounce that city?
Trifrid, yeah.
Traphead.
If that's so, then I'll accept your king's decree if you find my son and these ne'er-do-wells that have kidnapped him.
We would be honored to assist in this, your lady.
This is terrible. We will do everything that is in our power to help you find your son. To find your son. To bring back the prince to the court.
Wait, would it be?
His advisor tries to interject as well. The king just waves him away. I give you full cooperation from my city guard. Now go.
What?
Ears.
Cut. You cut there.
I said, I give you full cooperation from the city guard. But I warn you, if you do not find him, it'll be you that begins to disappear. He's a bit of an angry king.
Oh yeah, we completely understand, Your Highness.
Of course.
We will, don't worry. And I basically in a hushed voice to my companion, yeah, yes, we will disappear. We will be out of here before he can catch us.
So the advisor.
I bow out.
To you. Oh, go on.
I bow out as we leave. Very elvish and elegantly.
That was all.
So the
I
You
cut
fly.
out.
I cut out. You should cartwheel out.
I counter before the king, and then I spring. I leap backward in a cartwheel to go out of the room in style.
Oh dear. Right. Yeah. So after escorted from the castle, your guard and the advisor lead you to the city guard garrison, where the captain greets you. And after being informed by the advisor what's happening,
I never got my staff back. I just
No, you
realized
did
this.
not.
God
That's
damn
your
it!
fault. You've got a longsword and a dagger now. You
Actually, I have 2 daggers.
exactly.
At one point, I had like 7 swords too.
Yeah, and so the guard captain asks you where you'd like to start in a rather cynical and He suggests it might be best to try and figure out who would have had motive to kidnap the prince first. And he says in passing that it must have been pretty hard to kidnap a man who's supposedly bedridden and most likely can't walk.
Just put them in a bag. Shouldn't be that hard.
In the middle of a castle surrounded by guards.
Well, it's still. I mean, we just stuff them in a briefcase.
I have a feeling that there is magic involved.
Potentially.
Either magic or someone who's very good at sneaking around or good at climbing castle walls.
May I be allowed to look around and check for any magical residue, Captain?
I'm wondering.
Be my
what
guest.
Okay. I just
I'm
Arcana.
wondering.
I explode! God damn it!
Of course.
Technically, I haven't prepared detect magic, but can I say that I did? Because, I mean, basically, well,
Yeah, sure.
So, Mac, I rolled a natural 1. What happens to me?
so that's 1 healing spell less if we get into combat today.
For your natural 1, you start detecting as if you feel something in the air, but it turns out it's just your stomach, and you let out a rather large fart.
What the fuck?
Do I
Can't
detect
try again.
magic?
There is a general magical presence around, but nothing specifically
me?
strong. You think that, yeah, it's just that there's such a large amount of people in the city that the amount of them that are probably latent magical entities of some sort is probably quite high.
Could we? Where was the prince last saw? Seen? Was he in his room?
Yeah, in his bedroom, in his bed.
Yes. Could we get to see the place? Just in case that if I sense some trace of magic in the room
You
itself.
can ask. Yeah, you can ask the advisor that.
Very well. I would like to see the prince's room because I could try to see if I could find some traces of magic because I believe that magic would have been the most efficient way of performing this act.
Mac, random question. Can I look around to see if
Yeah.
there's a full thing of ink?
You can, and yes, there is. And as for you, Anders, the advisor goes, magic? In the castle? You must be nuts. But go on, I suppose it'll help the investigation.
As he
I'll arrange for an escort tomorrow.
as he brings up it being preposterous, I would like to ignite my hand on fire.
He scoffs and says, cheap party tricks.
I could burn you and set you on fire instead.
So is the castle protected here?
That's not a good way of actually getting
Against
lost.
magic.
Oh,
He just
also,
means that
God,
he's being basically rather proud about his ability to protect the castle. He is, after all, the person in charge of its defense and stuff like that. And so, for you to suggest that magic somehow got in there is kind of a bit of an insult to him.
well,
Oh.
I got in. Kind of easy.
Well, for all I know, it would be just as much of an insult to claim that our rogue snuck in.
Yeah. Anything like that is going to insult him, because obviously he is trying to protect it. Anyway, yeah, so he'll arrange for you to go and visit it, because it is getting on in the day.
We can go into town and buy ink.
Why do you... I said there's ink in... It said there's ink in the...
I failed my
You
sleight
got
of
it.
hand.
Why can't we go now in the princess room? I believe that if we are about if we are to inspect for clues, we better go as the sooner the better. We otherwise the clues might get compromised.
Roll persuasion.
I go. Okay, where is my? Just give me a second. I'm opening my tabs. Here it is. Persuasion.
Wait, so I do,
Yep.
do a question. Do I just get the ink bottle for free? Do I don't have to roll?
Can I also try to persuade him?
Yes, you can, and yes, you do. I mean, no, you don't. As in, you don't have to roll. You can just pick it up.
Yes! Free ink! I finally don't have an empty ink bottle.
I suppose you weren't talking to me, or
No, I was, yeah. I was talking to both of you.
so.
You can both roll persuasion.
Yeah. All right. Well, it seems that I'm not going to succeed.
He goes, no.
Very well.
We will go through the proper channels, and you will visit tomorrow.
I roll my eyes.
Fine.
But
Fine.
I roll.
Right, we...
Well, since
Right.
we can't do anything right now, better find a shelter here at the inn, I suppose.
In. Don't we have rooms in the castle?
Not for commoners.
Those are just rooms for you to get ready in before you sleep.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah.
But now you're going to be here for an extended stay. They're not going to let you in there.
Yeah.
So as you're walking through the streets, you finally come across an inn called the Soggy Trout.
Soggy trout.
Mm-hmm.
As I am not going to ask her how the cooking is in there.
Max is dying.
Yeah. I started laughing as I had a chip halfway down my throat. Right, yeah.
That sounds
It's
painful.
quite a dingy place, but it's also quite cheap.
Yeah.
Where is my D&D folder?
It's
It's a
only
place like any other.
well, it's not quite as nice as the the sticky Cooper,
Tiki Cooper.
because that place is actually quite well off because of mercenaries that go and spend their money. This is a large city, so there's a lot of competition between inns and bars, pubs.
DF. No. Where the fuck is it? I can't find my
yeah,
folders.
A rather battered and bruised-looking barkeeper. You know, he looks like he's been in about 100 bare fist fights. Sort of grimaces at you as you open the door.
That's impressive.
Fights with bears? What? Well, this is Russia.
What?
Very equivalent, I guess.
I would so like to see this reaction to Hug. Alas, Alistair is not here.
I'll just run off into the wilderness again.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I get fucked off to the sunset.
He joined the
Well-
brave, the brave dwarf in nothing.
He didn't go into the sunset, but he is the one responsible for the sun
Well,
going down at that time, if you
I
understand
wouldn't-
my meaning.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be too surprised if he tried to get to the sunset and punch it.
Yeah.
Mac, I'm gonna try something. Can I attempt to create a scroll?
What kind of scroll?
Well, a simple, just a scroll of fire. I can't remember what this spell is called. A scroll of, where is it? A scroll of burning hands.
Why?
Because I want to make a scroll of burning hands.
How did you do that without burning the scroll itself?
It's not how it works, you idiots. You know what I mean, Mac. Can I attempt it?
Oh, actually, did you ever extinguish your hand being on fire?
We are not playing this game. It is out, and it was out like hours
Yeah,
ago.
exactly. How do you do that?
I would assume that the flames get put out as soon as he stops thinking about
Yeah.
having flames in his hand.
Basically, as soon as you start concentrating on a spell, it
Do you
disappears.
hold
Yeah,
the
yeah. I know.
do you hold the
Hang on.
parchment and light it like a cigar?
Hang on, let me answer him. Right, are you trying to write down the spell to remember it? Are you just trying to write down what you know about the spell? Or are you actually trying to create a spell scroll?
Yeah, spell scroll, that's what I meant.
I think the rules say it takes you something like 20.
Yeah, as in I'll begin working on it.
It takes you like a long rest or something to like.
Well,
make it.
wait,
You
my
have to
long
do it in
rest?
yeah, it's you have to take like a long rest and you like sit there and do it
Well,
instead of sleeping
good thing
or
I don't
whatever.
need sleep.
Yeah.
So can I
So I
begin
suppose
doing
you
it?
could if you wanted to.
So can I? Do I have to
Why
roll
don't you do
Arcana?
that at night?
Exactly, that's what I'm doing. We're at night, so I'm going to start working on one.
Can't really call that a rest.
Roll Arcana.
Watch me blow up the fucking inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
14.
You manage to create most of the runes for it, but as you're getting towards the end, you accidentally knock over your ink bottle and it
God
spills
damn it!
across the page.
I saved the ink.
Does that mean he doesn't have any ink now as well?
Please don't tell me that. I'm out of ink now.
You've got half a bottle left.
God damn it. That's gonna be where all my money's gonna go, keeping that goddamn thing full.
I'm just going to keep making you knock it over.
I sigh and fucking it's morning now, and I'll just float out the door.
You haven't paid for the inn yet.
Oh.
You just walked in and taken rooms.
I did.
The innkeeper's like looking a bit confused. He's like, "What?" It's 2 silver pieces.
That's oh wow, that's cheap.
room. Yeah, told you it was cheap. There's a lot of competition.
One.
2 silver. So that's what, like
Isn't 10
so that's 0.2 gold.
10 silver to a gold, so it's
Yeah,
0.2 of a gold. Yeah.
So that brings me to 100.
I need to keep like gold conversion.
8 GP. It's gonna be easy to keep track of it like that.
£1 of wheat is apparently 1 copper. That's a fucking wow. That's horrible. £1 of wheat is a copper. Wow.
Yep.
Note to self: don't become a farmer in fucking this game.
I know. Too late. You're going to have to. No. I'm going to make you all farmers. Ugg will make an excellent wood chopper with his fists. Anyhow.
I have so
Right,
many
okay. It becomes morning. The pretty mangy cockerels are crowing on the roof. They're also coughing because of all the soot.
Wait, the crows are coughing. What? Did you just say the crows are coughing?
Yeah, it's like a cockadoodle.
Can they cough?
dear.
Can a bird cough?
No, I don't think they can.
I'm gonna Google this.
I don't know. I imagine it's like seagulls can't burp; they can only shit. They have,
again.
like,
Actually, they vomit.
oh yeah, they do vomit. Actually, no, seagulls do not vomit.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they do.
No,
They
they
swallow
don't.
fish. They swallow fish and they vomit the bones.
Yeah, they vomit the bones, but they don't actually like. If they have gas in their stomach, it's something weird happens. Because there's this thing that they used to do on the seafront near where I used to live, right?
Yes,
Well-
they vomit.
Is what you do is you get baking soda and you put it on chips,
Yeah.
and when they eat the baking soda, it reacts with their stomach acid, causing it to foam up, and they
Yeah.
basically explode.
What the fuck?
because of
Why?
pressure
What is
builds
wrong
up.
with you British people?
Why would you do that?
Why?
There's another one that they do where they put a bit of laxative on the chips.
You have videos of that? You have videos of that?
There
No.
are actually videos of it, yeah.
For the love of God. What is wrong
Gimme,
with you
gimme.
British people?
No, we're not giving it to you now. We're just distracting anyway. Anyway, yeah, because I'm just trying to suggest that in the area you're in, which is sort of fairly poor as well,
It's also
Um,
filthy.
the air, yeah, it's filthy.
Is it
It's a
Victorian?
big city.
Is it
Yeah.
fucking industrial era?
There is industry, despite the fact that this is medieval period, but there is like, furnaces and stuff going. People are making metal and dyes
They
and all
have
sorts of
like
shit.
eye furnace and such.
Yeah, exactly. You just
Not
see
yet
like
steam, not yet steam, but eye furnace. For,
you see a dude with leprosy walking down the street holding his new iPhone in one. And he looks at it.
When did they
Anyway.
start putting in like a giant steam system in town London? When was that? Was that Victorian era?
Steam
What?
system?
Yeah, dude, they used to use like fucking gigantic steam everywhere in London.
Yeah, but there was individual steam engines put up.
Well, yes,
Yeah,
such a
they
giant
had
steam
the
system.
steam engine in factories.
Yeah. The Battersea, I think it's Battersea Power Station was, I think, one of the first ones in London,
Okay, I'll take your word for it. You know it better than
and that was a coal.
Or
general.
are you referencing?
I start going towards the castle or palace.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going Ganders.
Is everyone going to go to the castle, or are you going to split up?
Let's
I think it would
go
be
all
best if we stick
together.
together.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I
It seems like they're still somewhat suspicious of us. I think it's probably best if we don't give them any reason to be.
Oh, you cut out then.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that if we split up, then it's going to be, for one, harder for them to keep track of us, and they don't know what we're going to be off fucking doing.
Yep.
And two, it's
Yeah.
going to be, in
If
a
you're-
non-game
if you're
sense, it's going to
constantly-
be fucking shit for you, because then you've got to manage like 3 different parties or something.
if you're constantly under someone's supervision, then at least there is an eyewitness to say that we didn't fuck something else up.
Oh my.
Damn it! Okay, right. Yeah.
Sounds
so-
like you are counting on us sticking up.
Nah, I'm ad-libbing at the moment.
The castle is going to mysteriously collapse tomorrow.
Yeah, the castle is going to turn into a giant mimic and pop away.
Yeah, no, it's not going to do that.
It's going
Not
to-
until.
It's going to reveal that it's a mimic. We're
we-
inside it, so.
And the king is its lure.
Oh my god.
No, you don't understand. We need to kill the last boss before this castle can collapse.
The king is another mimic inside the mimic.
So many first episode memes coming back.
We have to kill the load-bearing boss.
The load-bearing boss. The last time it collapsed was because Oren couldn't resist throwing fireballs at explosive things. That's why.
Hey, it was necromancy, motherfucker, and I'm still pissed off that there was a door in there that was hidden.
I've ruined your loot. Anyway,
My room.
yeah.
I'm still tempted to like go back there and see if there's anything in there.
No, it's completely collapsed. It's just a pile of rubble now. Anyway,
We're going there.
You turn up to the castle. The guards obviously sort of recognise you. It's the same guards that were there in the morning yesterday when I arrived. And one of them rushes. One of them goes to get the advisor. He greets you and tells you that it's been prepared so that you can go and view the room.
Prepared?
Mm-hmm.
I look at him with a look of well, luck. I don't know.
And he says, yes, we've tidied away the king's things and straightened the bed out.
Yeah. I'm using my floor bag to reveal footprints and fingerprints all over.
His flowers, just spreading flour.
I'm messing up the place.
He takes you up to the room, and as you can see, it doesn't really look like anyone's been in there, to be honest. It doesn't look like anyone's used the bed, because, I mean, they've physically sorted everything out again.
God, my rolls are shit.
Yeah, that is a shit one. You zap yourself.
Where is perception?
Oh well,
Does
do I take
like-
I look for
Does
clues.
the window have a room?
Thank you!
Yeah.
Does the room have a window?
It does, yes.
As far as I know,
like-
my detect magic doesn't
the window.
Well,
Wait.
rolls.
Calm down.
One at a time. One at a time. What was first, right? Yes, you look out the window,
I'd like-
and you
Yeah.
could see...
I'd like to. Is it roll perception?
Just look out a window, it doesn't matter. You can roll a perception if you want to try and spot something specific, but like just looking out a window, you don't really need to.
Oh, yeah, no, I
I'll tell you
meant,
what's out there. Outside the window, you can see that it's quite a considerable drop down the side of the castle, but there is quite a lot of handholds, to be honest. There's lots of windows and sort of gargoyles and drainage holes and all sorts of stuff sticking to it. And then maybe 30, 40 meters down, there's another sort of tier that sticks out of another rooftop, and then it goes down another sort of a couple of floors and then out again. And
Bubble.
then down to the ground.
Oh, look at Powell. You want me
So
to go down or not?
keep
We can go down.
Yeah. So can I roll a perception to
Yes.
see if people have like if if there's any marks of people like climbing in and out the window or something?
Yeah, sure you can.
Can you investigate that? Can you see that?
We'll see.
Okay, you can see that the actual latch on the window is not fully closed. It's sort of slightly ajar. The window's not actually open, but someone's evidently used the window recently. And there's also a thread stuck in the window frame.
What?
Oh.
A thread.
Oh, okay.
Bit of string.
I take a close look at the thread.
I'm just imagining Pavel now with like a deer stalker. Like
Oh, that's right.
So he's got his magnifying glass and his arm behind his back.
All of it that I find in hammer space behind my back.
Yeah.
I light a
And-
pipe
and
for
then
Pavel.
he just has to exclaim every now and again, "I am #1 detective!"
I get a pipe from nowhere and light it and give it to Powell.
You create an illusionary pipe. Right, yes, Anders, what were you saying?
Ooh,
Do I detect
waves.
any magic?
Do you detect any magic?
I suppose I don't need to roll anything. I just
Yeah, no, you've
Yeah,
still got
just,
detect magic on. That's
I
fine.
did.
No, nothing
All right.
out of the ordinary. It doesn't appear to be any like as if anyone's used magic here for the sort of couple of days.
Incidentally, Anders, I think you're activating the vocal on Discord and on the
He is.
the application too.
I think I do the same. Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah,
Everyone does.
you're both doing that.
I think it's just a thing.
Yeah.
It's not actually creating a feedback loop, so I think it's actually.
No.
Am I aware that what Paladin found out, or does he need to tell me?
He needs to tell you, yes.
Where are the
Alright.
settings?
There's a thread
So-
in the window.
What about that thread? I just look at this very hard. What happened?
I never said I'd be flowery about this sort of thing.
I want to climb out the window and see if I can find out where someone might have gone. Gotta do that.
Surely someone with better acrobatics or athletics should try and do that.
I have a
You say
dexterity of
that.
20.
Yeah, he has the highest dexterity possible. I don't know how he's got it. How?
I rolled really well, and then I found out later that as an elf I get like +2 or something.
It's ridiculous. You're all so overpowered.
I mean, I've got a dexterity of 14, but I've got a +8.
It's ridiculous, isn't
And it's
it?
left
Anyway,
dex.
right, so Orin now knows what Harold knows. He wants to climb out a window. Pavel,
What?
what did you say before Orin
Yeah,
started?
Actually,
wanting
should
to
we
jump out
tell
the
the
window?
guard about this? Or
It's
the
up to you.
guy?
It's up to you.
I just jump out the window, bitches. I'm out.
Talon is now scaling down the side of the building. Can you roll a dex? Oh, you did. Yeah, that's fine.
19.
Yeah, what were you saying, Pavel, when they were talking about the window?
I was asking what is special with that thread.
I'll be right back.
It's just a thread of cloth.
Well,
Nothing
Uh,
in
fancy?
what situation would you end
What
up with
material
a
is
thread
it? What
stuck in a
material is
window?
It looks to be. This is where my medieval knowledge fails me. It's not a poor person's clothing. Let's just say that because I can't think of the right fabric type.
So
Velvet?
it's something like silk or velvet, yes?
I
Cashmere?
wouldn't say silk, but like
Cashmere?
it's a very fine linen.
Very fine linen.
It's cashmere.
Yes.
Got it.
That's not cashmere. Cashmere is more like moleskin. Anyway, yeah, it's a very fine sort of, it's a sewn linen sort of thread.
As I'm climbing, does it
So-
look like
Sort of
anyone
gonna
has
be
climbed
expensive.
out recently?
Yes, so the sort of thing that you would expect a prince.
So someone it's not a peasant's dress.
No.
It's not an aristocrat. It's more like comment on dit? How do you say that in English?
Commander.
Bourgeoisie. What?
A prince?
Uh,
Lady?
no.
Type the French word. Type the French word, not
Bourgeoisie.
type it.
Rich person.
Yeah.
Bourgeoisie.
What is the class between the nobility and the peasants?
The noble?
No, nobility between below noble but above peasant,
What is
A
it?
merchant.
Yeah, essentially.
more or less.
No, it's finer than that. It's that maybe a prince would wear to bed.
So
That kind of quality of thread. It's not like
Oh.
silk because you wouldn't just wear silk all the time.
Milk.
Silk's
So-
like special occasions or the inside of cloaks, but
So it could be the princess bed dress.
possibly.
Mech, does it look like
Alright.
anyone has climbed what I am climbing
Okay.
recently? That's a-
I asked the maid. I guess I asked to see the maid of the prince and ask what was the prince wearing in the bed.
Right. Talon, roll a perception.
Yes!
Pavel, roll a... Nothing.
Fuck!
Just... you can't see anything. Pavel,
Yeah.
the maid tells you that he was wearing what he normally wears, which is because he was ill. Obviously, he's not going to be wearing anything fine or fancy. He was wearing just a sort of a fairly rich set of linen, a fairly rich linen nightdress, basically.
Gold thread.
Yes. So it's pretty much confirmed. This is a thread from the prince's clothes. So that tells us that the prince was kidnapped by the window.
Kidnapped by the window. He got sucked out.
Should one of us step in and say by means, or just
No.
should we just let it stand?
Yeah.
Stand here.
He was kidnapped by... I've come to the conclusion. He was kidnapped by the window. It's a mimic!
Yeah, at least I'm not.
Fire to the mimic!
Anyway.
At least I'm not spilling through the. I'm not spilling through it. A true detective would look around the window before jumping through it. You can ask why he did that dumb thing without a reason.
A fireball
Yeah.
starts sailing towards the window.
You could also show the thread to them.
Yeah.
It's a
So
thread.
what about what do you think of that thread, Miss May?
She says that it's exactly the same colour
Yeah,
That's the one that he was wearing, the night.
yeah, it confirmed that's the princess dress.
Yeah, she thinks it was that thread. Yeah.
Yeah, that thread was stuck in the window. That means the princess went through the window.
Oh, can I get the spell? Wait.
What are you doing?
So, do we just have like a mage hanging off the side of the castle at the moment?
Yes.
Yes.
Bring him back inside.
No. I'm looking for clues.
Yeah.
Anders,
What
what
is
Okay,
below?
so you're climbing on the
Yeah.
outside of the castle,
19.
trying to look for signs of people climbing on the outside of the castle.
Yes.
No, wait a second.
Surely, if you're also doing this, how long would it be before you couldn't tell?
Just to wait, I'm not finished yet. What is? I take a look around the window and I look below the window. What is exactly below the window?
On the outside or the inside?
On the outside.
The outside.
Well, there's an elf.
There are two gargoyles either side of the window, just below it, that are basically drains for roof
Drains?
water. Yeah, for roof water plops and all that sort of stuff.
How large are they?
Yeah, they're probably big enough that if you really wanted to, you could probably perch on them. Sort of, you'd have to be back against the wall.
I'm the
grabbing
knight.
hold of the,
I
grabbing hold of the,
Batman.
hold onto the windowsill and
I-
grab hold of them. But as I said before, you can climb down this face. There is plenty of handholds below that, like Orin's using.
Yeah, I'm trying to
So-
imagine how the kidnapper went around the wall.
See, this strikes me as something that would have to be executed by multiple people as well. Because I don't see one person alone climbing down the side of a castle carrying another.
Well, how do you do that with two persons?
I think there's probably at least two people involved in this.
Mac,
So-
I re-rolled. Can I see it now?
You notice that
Yes.
in the sludge of one of the drain channels, there appears to be 4 sort of scrapes.
Grapes?
Scrapes, as in something's dragged for, like, sort of appendages through it, fingers or talons or something. You can't really tell what it is that it's dragged through it, but there's 4 sort of
Oh,
scores through the sludge in one of the
Oh,
drains.
for sludge. Okay, I thought you meant in the stonework.
Yeah. No.
How deep are those scratches?
It's only just a sort of a covering of sludge on the stonework where it's been rubbed.
I
If
inform the
someone could
party.
explain that, if someone could explain that, but it's a paddle, I don't think might.
It's-
It's
There are a couple things that are dug into it, like when you drag your fingers through the dirt.
Ah, so it's human fingers.
Or
Could be human
others.
We
fingers.
can't really. Can
Are
we
they
tell?
sharpened?
Or can we not?
Are they sharpened?
No,
Are they,
not
they look like
really.
I
they're...
want to know if those marks are caused by a human, a tool, or more than a human.
well, there's 4 of them, and they're probably about the right length for human fingers. But
Are they pointy? Can I see like if it's a divot? Like what? How is a divot shaped? Is it rounded or is it sharpened?
Well, it looks like nails of some sort have done it. So it's most likely that the start is sort of sharp, and then it gets wider as it goes to the base.
It was a prostitute.
It wasn't a prostitute, you're just metagaming.
How's it metagaming?
Because you know, as I said earlier.
I don't know. That is me
You do.
deducing that it was a woman.
I never said anything about a prostitute. You shut up, you.
I don't know.
It was a ninja maid.
Yeah, ninja mate. Anders, what are you doing at this moment?
What? Me?
Anders.
Oh, Anders.
Also,
Hello?
real fast, I climb up and tie a rope to something.
He's got bored. He's...
I tie a rope to something so I don't fall.
Have you got a rope in your?
Yes, 50 feet of it, motherfucker. It's hemp.
Yeah, but is it in your backpack?
It's in my bag. I don't remember what do I have. Don't I have like a little?
Roll a dexterity.
But I'm. Oh. This is how we lose. Natural 20, bitch!
I made you waste one. Haha. Yeah, that's fine.
I start swinging around like Batman.
Yeah, basically. You attach it to like the gargoyle, and you're just swinging about. And as you swing past the window, there's just a.
Is it a woman? What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said there's a naked woman in one of the windows as you're swinging about.
I stop and look in for a little bit before swinging off. Again.
You can't really because you're like the apex of the swing.
Damn it!
You just catch a glimpse every time you swing up.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Anyhow, right. What are you going to do next?
This
You
imagery.
lot?
Well, I would like to interrogate all the women. I'm not metagaming, Mac. I'm being serious.
Well, it's quite a lot of maids in this castle.
Okay,
Pretty
fine.
big.
I would like to. Okay, fine. I drag the one maid that was the personal assistant to the prince and get a lamp.
Right, okay.
And I shine it in her face.
Right.
I'm joking.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm being serious on that. I'm not going to just kidnap a maid this time.
Right. So what are we seriously doing then?
I'm going to go and talk to her.
You're going to talk to her. Pavel's already talked to her a little bit, so she's...
I shot
quite used to
Pavel
you
away.
guys. Pavel.
Yeah.
When was the last time you
I
saw the
expect-
prince?
She says that about maybe an hour before he disappeared.
What were you doing during this?
I brought him in some soup. He's not been feeling great. He's had a fever and he's been sweating a lot and he's grown quite thin and pale.
What time was it when you brought him soup?
It's about mid-afternoon.
So he was kidnapped in the middle of the day.
Well, just as it was just as it was getting dark.
Maybe there were witnesses outside.
It's just after spring, so sunset is about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I walk away from her and I go and find the advisor or someone who is like knows shit.
Go and find the who?
Can I go and find someone who is either the advisor or someone who knows shit who isn't the maid?
Yes, you can go and talk to the advisor. He's just waiting outside.
Okay. What time did the prince go missing?
He says he disappeared about 5-ish, about 5:30.
Thank you. That will be. I'll walk back inside, using the pipe. There's gonna be so many Sherlock Holmes
Using
references.
the pipe.
Yes. Yes, the illusionary pipe is being used.
Okay.
Someone else can go. I have 9. Ooh! Actually, wait. I walk back out to the advisor. Does the prince have any siblings?
No, he is an only child.
Does he have any women that he fancies?
How old is he?
He is 19 years of age.
Oh, so he's
So?
an adult.
To be fair, that's considering time. That's fairly past like marrying period.
Yeah.
Well, he normally is the man leading the troops in the field because of where Zrodlo sits. You've got to remember that it's on the border to the marshes. And the marshes is one of the main routes that monsters often enter the kingdoms. And so if anyone gets hit first, it's Zrodlo.
So no, he
And
doesn't have any
so-
women he fancies. Correct?
The advisor is unsure. Been obviously married off to any of the other families. But
Yeah. Does
he
he
could have
have
some people on the side that the advisor doesn't know about.
Does he have some responsibilities in the court yet?
Yes. Yes. He's in charge of the
Okay.
border forces.
Okay.
As I was just saying.
I would like to begin
lovely.
flipping the room.
What?
You know what flipping a room is, right?
No.
It's essentially where you search everything.
Oh, right, okay.
Roll series of
Should we,
investigations.
if we're gonna do this, then should we all just roll perception?
Or
See what we can find if we find it.
this
Yeah,
may look like
assuming we roll
pillaging, by the way.
Yes. Roll perception. But
Oh, too late. Well, it's a 6, so shit.
5.
Oh, fucking hell.
But it's a nice but. That's what we perceive.
That's
Are
a
you
really
gonna-
bad roll.
You gonna roll, Pavel?
Then Anders.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, one of us got a better roll. Whew.
Thank God, yeah.
It just looks like we're trying to loot the room.
In,
My magnifying glasses.
Yeah. Duh, duh, duh.
Is Anders missing?
Duh, 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 duh.
And are you rolling too?
Or is he missing?
I think he's disappeared.
Okay.
Hang on, let me find the music that you're doing this.
Oh my God.
Dramatic chipmunk.
Dun-dun,
No.
dun-dun.
Ba-dum,
Yeah.
ba-dum, ba-dum, dun, dun, dun.
It's either the Pink Panther or
See, you know what it is. You try and get away with some jokes here, and it just doesn't work. No one knows where Durham is.
Durham.
I might,
Yeah.
but I don't remember. Dude, I remember so much
Oh
shit.
no, that's the thing. Is you it's a joke we used to make back in Newcastle because.
Okay, then God, I have no idea.
Nearby. It's because it's like the Pink Panthers theme song sounded like that.
Oh.
It sounded like the name of the place, just repeated
Oh.
over and over again. So-
Oh, Durham. Durham.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so it's like, where's the Pink Panther from? It's like Durham. It's because of the fucking song.
That is actually funny.
Listening to it.
Yeah, and no one fucking gets it here because they don't know.
So the Pink Panther is playing in my head. No what?
I am completely unapologetic.
God damn you.
No, remember, I'm the one who's putting on motivational song all the time. So I have a song in my head, and I'm explaining things. I have that eureka moment. Just now, I found the perfect clue, and Mac is just about to say what whatever found.
God, I wish I could talk to birds. Go outside and like interrogate a bird. That's what I would be doing. God, I wish I was a druid.
They would tell you that the air is awful.
Probably.
Yeah. There's not really many birds around here. Where was I? Right, yes. So, you're going to ask permission first before you start flipping the room. I know you've already rolled, but...
Yeah, I go out and tell them.
Yeah, I think
The advisor goes, if you must, but please try not to make too much of a mess. These are the prince's
okay, hang on.
personal belongings.
No, I've got a bone to pick with this. Right? Guy's missing. You don't know where he is, and you're concerned about the fucking room.
Yes,
Really?
these are the prince's personal belongings. I really wouldn't like to him to return, only to find...
And what if he's? And what if while we're wasting time, he's actually dead?
Well, there's little point worrying if he's already dead, is there? So just get on with your search, and if you cannot find him, just leave it to me.
Okay. I began using magic to flip the room.
He's awfully. The guy seems awfully content with the prince being absent.
Yeah, I agree. We
I
close the door and
think,
become
I think it's more that he just assumes you're
bunch of hoodlums.
wasting his time. He'd much rather be on his own quest to try and find the prince to gain the king's everlasting favour. Anyway,
I don't trust him.
so Pavel,
Yeah.
doing detective bullshit, and he's got like a Inspector Gadget magnifying
I'm just-
glass that pops out of his head and like appears in his face.
But just magic,
Um,
magicking, illusionary bullshit.
Yeah.
I have an extra arm that pops out of my head for no reason,
An
holding
extra,
the magnifying glass.
an extra leg with a magnifying glass.
No what?
Anyway, as he goes through the small, like...
I flipped the bed.
What's the right word? What's the word? A bedside table kind of thing. It's not actually a bedside, because they already have those back then, but like it's like a little sort of
It's a table.
bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's got like drawers in it and stuff.
So bedside table.
Yeah, but it's like the medieval equivalent. Anyway.
Side drawer.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. It's a shitty looking one.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a fancy looking one. Anyway, enough about the furniture. He opens the top drawer, and a bottle rolls into view.
I pick it up.
Oh.
Now
Do we
this
know
bottle,
what? Oh, okay. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
it hasn't got a label on it, but it's got a sort of a nice cork in the top, and it's got it's half full of a sort of a dark green liquid
Oh.
in it.
I was gonna guess it was green.
Sort of, yeah, but it's like a dark green liquid, sort of like trying to think of
Grassy green?
darker, more like
Shit green?
British racing green, kind of dark.
That's a color.
So what? The prince has got a bloody bottle of absinthe in his.
Like a spinach smoothie.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
like
British
a
racing
like
green
a
is a natural
Spanish
color.
smoothie kind of. Yes, it is. Hannah.
Why?
Because it's what we painted all our racing cars. Duh.
I hate you people. Okay. I take the bottle Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, thank god that's better than I thought it was.
I take a good look at the bottle and I open it cautiously and I take a whiff I take a smell, just a smell, cautious smell.
So you and Oren are like having a fight over the bottle. Yeah.
It's not for drinking yet.
I'm not. I'm
uh,
trying to
right.
figure out what's in it.
I wouldn't recommend drinking something that's
We're not!
unlabeled and looks.
I wouldn't
You're
put it
not,
past
but
them.
he's talking about it.
I wouldn't put it past them. I'm pretty sure they've done that before. I'm pretty sure they've just drunk a random potion.
I think was it?
They didn't try and figure out what it was, right?
I think we.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure you have. Anyway, where was I? Yes, Arcana check.
I did. 15.
Nothing magical about it. Nothing at all. It must just be made out of natural materials.
Fine, do you want me- Do you want me?
It's Pavlov.
What?
I think you meant to roll a perception there.
Well, can I roll
Perception
roll
Or an
survival?
insight. You might want to roll an insight, actually.
Insight, yeah, it's not very good insight.
You have no fucking clue what this thing is. It smells foul, though. That's all you need.
I would
Yeah.
roll perception to try to figure out what it's made of. Correct?
Yes, you can.
Can I just ask?
You have no fucking clue. It smells foul.
No, I'm just saying, like, can I just, like, hold up the bottle and, like, go, hey, what's this, to the guy?
Yes, sure you can.
Get
I wasn't
it
replying
away.
to you. I was talking to Orin's roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you hold it up to the advisor, and he goes, "Oh, that must have been the." He tells you that it must have been the one of the many physicians that saw the prince.
How many physicians have
gave
seen him?
him? Probably in the area of around 20 now. He's been ill for about 2 months, and
Did you-
nothing seems to be making it any better.
You did background check them all, correct? I assume you did.
He just sort of gives you a very sarcastic.
You really think they would let some, like, shady back alley guy who looks like he's bloody drugging off people who can't afford houses
There's 20 people.
into the castle to
I-
look at the bloody prince?
Who is that guy? Is the butler? Is the
Advisor.
You did it!
I asked the advisor to summon a dog a dog, one of the dog of the court in the.
Wait, what?
in the-
He's gonna feed the potion to the.
yes. I want to tell you.
Yeah, that's fine. It just. Yeah.
I'm not doing a drink it
He sort of
myself.
rolls his eyes. He's like, "For fuck's sake!" And brings on the dog. He gets on the servants to bring the dog up.
I made the dog drink the potion.
You pour it into a little bowl, and the dog doesn't really want to drink it. After a bit of coaxing, it starts lapping it up. It immediately It immediately throws up, but that's about all that happens.
Okay, with the rest of it, I just medicine check it. Can I figure out what it is from the 16?
Uh,
Why didn't I think of medicine roll first?
it appears to be a concoction of stinging nettles, dock leaves.
Is stinging nettle poisonous?
Mandrake root. No, it's not. Mandrake root. And just some more other sorts of herbs and all that kind of thing. It's nothing really potent in it. It's just a bit horrible.
Isn't mandrake like ginger?
I thought mandrake was poisonous. I know something is poisonous in here. Mandrake is
Yes,
poisonous.
Yeah, mandrake is poisonous. But it's only used. It's probably only used in such a small that it's not going to actually kill him. And this is quite a small bottle. It's like maybe like.
Was curious.
I'm trying to terror. Like it's just a small bottle.
So a tiny liquor bottle.
Yeah, like sort of maybe about sort of 5 mouthfuls or so in it. It's about half full, so he's probably had 2 or 3 gulps.
I don't know why I didn't think of using medicine check in the first place.
Yeah, it's probably quite smart.
Okay, I go back to flipping the room.
So this bottle, but we don't. This bottle is
It's safe. It's safe. It's not poison.
so we did all this big for nothing. Why bring attention to that bottle then?
I didn't.
It was just in
rolled
there.
well, so I told you what you found.
Do I find anything else?
You fucking ass.
I'm not. I told you this was a murder mystery. Not every single thing that I'm gonna give you.
Well, I'm back to
Yeah,
flipping the room, and then after this, I'm gonna go back outside.
Well,
gonna
I'm starting to look again.
Right.
Okay.
Fine. Oh, these rolls.
Besides clothes and the usual things you'd find in a room, there doesn't really seem to be out of the order.
Okay, I leap out the window.
You can't tolerate life anymore.
No, I'm gonna just follow the trail of fucking bullshit. I'm gonna search for struff marks. Ugh. I will
Did
investigate
they
as I
give us our
walk.
stuff back, by the way, or
I assume. we
Sorry, what was that, Log?
did they give us our stuff back? By the way, like do I? Mainly, do I have my axe? I'm guessing not.
No, you do not have your weapons inside the castle.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Do I find? I'm going to be going up and around more and looking for more scruff marks.
Mm-hmm.
Do I find any more?
You find another 2 quite far down the wall.
Okay, I follow them and I keep looking. I'm literally just gonna be following them.
When it hits the roof, they disappear. There's no other trace of a trail.
Okay, can I investigate all along along the other roof, the wall sections?
Yeah,
You want me to roll again?
yeah.
So you're using gravity magic to
13.
walk vertically.
Vertically. No, you don't find anything else of like interest. Just pigeon crap and stuff like that, soot and all sorts.
Nothing. Okay, god damn it. I got nothing.
What is at the very bottom of the wall below the window?
It is sort of a area. Just trees
What?
and flowers.
Does it look like there's any way from where I'm standing that they could get down and leave the castle area from?
No.
No
Not
grates?
without scaling another wall.
Okay,
Or-
can I look at those
So there's
walls?
another wall.
Yeah, there's an outer wall that goes around the castle, and then obviously you've got the tall sides of the castle that sort of tier up.
Is
The
there
main-
a water moat?
Yes, on the outside of that wall.
Okay.
I would like to go back up to the struff marks. Is there a way I can find out to tell if they're like made from equipment or nail?
You can try and roll the perception again if you would like specifically to.
To try to figure that out. Okay.
Yeah.
I missed the fucking. That was an 18 too. Oh, I missed the board. Oh, 18.
That was an 18 anyway. It looks like they might have been made by someone
With what?
but not necessarily claws, but like long fingernails.
Anything else?
Okay, so it's
So-
either some really dirty old man who hasn't clipped his nails in years, or it's a woman. Okay, guys, time to go and time to go interrogate all the hermits in town.
I'm gonna stop you there, Talon.
What?
It isn't a prostitute.
I'm not being serious in the prostitute part. Meg, I wasn't actually following that. I'm assuming it's a woman, though.
Right. Okay.
Well, like I said, I'm fairly convinced there's probably more than one person. I think that there's likely, if there is a woman involved, I don't think she was the only person to do this.
I agree. The
Are we sure?
prince was probably not easy to move.
But are we sure it was a human? Maybe it was a demi-human, a man beast, a harpy,
It could have been.
and
I don't
and
think it would have been that. I mean, Harpy, that might be.
like
Still
the
out there, though.
It was kidnapped in flight. The harpy came in and kidnapped the prince from the air.
But they would have to get inside the building still. Unless the prince was by the... And it also would have to close the window.
Yeah.
So it has to have... Okay, so the creature has to have opposable thumbs. It has to
So
be
it's a humanoid.
humanoid of some sort. It has long nails of some sort, which could be a whole lot of bullshit. And there's probably more than one. At most, I would say 2, maybe 3. So that's what we have.
So
right
you,
now. I hate
yeah.
murder mysteries. I'm actually...
Love it.
I am enjoying this, but I can't... I'm thinking.
I hope you're not relying on some bullshit puzzle item or
No.
clue we have to.
I have given you plenty of clues. It's just a matter of following them up.
Yeah. Well.
Can I?
Since the trail on the wall, since the trail on the wall is ending, we can't follow follow it further.
Well, that I could go and check more. But... I mean... Oh, wait. Let me get the
Yeah.
voice. I could go and check some more, but it might...
That's fine.
That should be the warrior's voice. It doesn't sound elven, though. If I do a warrior, that should be the voice. I don't know. I'll fucking figure a voice out at some point.
What were you going to say, Wog?
I was saying, could I like roll perception to inspect the maid's hand to see if she's got like
Cuts,
well
bruises.
maintained trim?
Yes,
stuff?
you can. And she has short fingers cut back before the end of her finger.
Oh, okay, so I don't need.
Do
to
they
roll
look like
Yeah.
they've been cut recently?
Oh.
Yes. I mean, you can't get them that short without cutting them recently all the time.
Yeah, I doubt a burglar would think of that, though.
Who else beside the maid? The maid had access to the room.
Would have been the court physician
Is the court
Okay.
position a woman?
and probably a few other maids that were around, but
I talked to the maid. Can you show me the rest of the maids that might have had access to the room?
she goes away and fetches the other 2 men that were.
What do they look like?
On
Okay,
duty
what do they
that
look like?
They're all fairly short.
Ow.
It seems to be a thing with the maids in the castle. I think the king has a thing for
Short women.
women. Yes.
Yeah.
One has.
You know what? They're all anime Lolita made with French made outfits.
That is actually how I was imagining them.
Oh my god.
No, they're just in sort of plain linen clothes.
I look at each of their fingers.
One of
nails.
them looks to be about 35, and the other 2 are around sort of mid-20s.
I look at their fingernails and do any of them look like they are athletic in any way?
No, they all have very soft hands. Well, not soft hands, but like
Short
very
nails?
feminine short nails. Yes.
None of them look athletic?
No.
Okay, time to go visit the physician. I cracked my
I
knuckles a
still
little
want
bit.
to insert a battle made jokes somewhere in there, or battle butler.
You may go.
Butler.
Thank you for helping. Oh, what the fuck accent is that?
Right, so you want to go see the physician.
Aye. It's only
The advisor says, tells you that if you want to go see the physician, go to the his quarters, which are in the very on the ground floor.
Okay. Walk in and we're walking. I go out the window and get down there, but
Yeah, but you don't know where it is. So the advisory leads you all the way. Flight of stairs. Exhausted by the time you get there. It's a lot of walking in this castle.
oh, I'm just floating around.
Yeah. Sort of. It's sort of tucked away. The physician.
Okay, I kick the door down.
Could we at least knock first?
I'm not being serious, mate. If we're actually going to knock down the door, I would use explosives. What accent?
It still doesn't sound Elvish.
I know.
I mean, hell, that even sounded more Cockney.
I think you need to.
Just see fucking. On the bright side, I can do a
Legolas.
warrior's voice. I can do a warrior elf.
You
Or
need
just
to
a
learn
warrior.
some lessons from Legolas.
No, I'll just fucking talk nice and peacefully. No, that's horrible. Slytherin. Slytherin.
You know what's Legolas? Made of Lego.
Elvish voice. How to.
Right. Anyway, so you're going to knock on the door.
Yeah, we knock on the door.
Yeah. Right. Okay. The physician murmurs. Well, okay.
Wake up!
Shouts to the door. Come in.
I walk in.
He turns to greet you. He says, and he obviously greets the advisor by name.
I do a nice elven bow, nice and deep, elegant, fancy. Okay.
I should have made this more obvious.
No, it's fine, Mech. We're just idiots. It's fun. I like murder mysteries, actually.
No, I don't worry. Fuck's sake.
What?
I've lost myself.
Have you lost track of yourself? And we completely ruined your story.
No. This is exactly what I wanted you to do, you spaz. I just can't find the advisor's name. That's
Fine, his name is Bob.
There's always a place for a Bob.
Yeah, we need a Bob eventually. As you're looking for this
No,
Mech.
no, he didn't. He didn't say so. Yeah, he greets the advisor, and then introduces himself as the royal physician.
Royal physician.
Yeah, royal physician. Whose his name is, trying to think of a good Russian name, is
Nikolai.
Alexei Pajitnov.
There's so many generic names we can think of, Mech.
Przemysław.
Zenislav.
Vladimir Lenin.
Przemysław.
I'm not gonna be able to
Is
pronounce
that-
that.
Could you not have gone with something that's like easy to remember, like Ivan or something? Like
Or
come on,
Nikolai.
man.
Alexei.
Appelle-le Boris.
Przemysław.
You can't pronounce it.
I'll write it in chat for you.
That's gonna help. Oh my god, how long is this name?
No, the thing he doesn't even know how to fucking spell it. I swear, if you're bloody putting this in Cyrillic, I'm gonna be annoyed.
You can tell when he backspaces.
Shut up. Przemysław.
How the fuck is it?
What?
We're calling him Pride.
Oh.
Do you want to know where I got that from?
Where?
That is actually someone at my work's name.
Wow.
Okay, so we shall call him Pretzel the
Przemysław.
Slob.
Przemysław.
Przemysław.
Prisms.
Christmas.
Christmas. Prismala.
Coleslaw, but Prisemi.
His name is Coleslaw.
Okay.
His name is Law.
So, Mr.
Yeah.
Pretzel okay, so Mr. Pretzel the Slob, where were you?
It's like in Johnny English, the second Johnny English film. It's like Mr. Pussykin. Pudufkin. Okay then, Mr. Pussykin. Pudufkin. Anyway. Yeah, the royal
I'm not
physician.
that good with name, called yogurts.
Primislav, that's his name. That's what I'm calling him.
Primislav. Yeah.
Primislav.
Anyway, yeah, he introduces himself and asks what he can do for you.
Oh, we're just following up on the mystery of the missing prince, and we heard that you had been trying to help him get well, is all. So I was wondering, what were your solutions to try and help him?
You see that his
Flipping my hair in the breeze.
he sort of looks a bit concerned, and he goes, "Yes, Prince's illness was rather troubling. I couldn't seem to find any way of making him better. Not even sort of taking away the fever or anything like that."
Actually, I present him the bottle of medicine and I ask him if it's him who made it for the prince.
He takes it from you, looks at it and goes, "Ah, yes, one of those potions, the quacks that the king brought in, tried to give him. It's just some mixture of green plants." Yeah.
Thought that would be what it was.
So it's not your doing.
No, it's not my doing.
As we're speaking, I would like to see what do his hands look like?
Quite rough, but they're not like working in a field. You know, he don't look particularly athletic. They're rather slender, and obviously he's quite dexterous because he's got to deal with potions and glass vials and all.
How long was the prince? Has the prince been unwell?
He says, "Oh, it's been about 2 months now. He's been pretty much bedridden. He doesn't really have the strength to stand. He's got a fever, and his
Sounds unnatural.
his veins, his skin's gone so pale that you can see his veins through his skin."
You guys,
That is unnatural.
a bit of script here. I know of a thing that's slow poisoning. Basically, you give infinite minimum amount of poison to a guy to slowly kill him, while meanwhile you can't. It makes hard for the victim to suspect he's been poisoned. Maybe it's what's happening here.
Maybe.
The prince has been given a minimum amount of poison for a long time.
Do any of the physicians that you know that showed up, did any of them to you seem shady at all?
Most of them were shady. I mean, that's what happens when you call for any physician in the land to come and minister to your, king's son. All of them once. But I was assured that the good advisor here vetted them all and made sure that everything was safe, giving the poison to, animals and people beforehand. The poison, I mean the potions.
Freudian slip.
Yeah.
How is the advisor in the room with us?
Yes, he is.
I would like to get a little bit closer to the physician and whisper into his ear. Do you trust the advisor?
And he goes, "Oh yes, he stopped many an assassination plot against the king, and he's always looked out for most of us."
Most.
How much do
It's
you...
always the least one you suspect.
Which do you suspect any of the physicians came in may have had non-well-to-do ideas of trying to help the prince? Maybe poisoning or helping more poison?
I don't think so. I was there the entire time they were testing. administering their medicines to him. And I tested all of them thoroughly as well. They don't appear to have been giving him anything that was particularly harmful. Otherwise, I would not have allowed it. And as you mentioned poison, I actually tested his blood not that long before his disappearance, about 2 or 3 days. And all of the tests that I've run have showed that there is no poison or anything in his system.
Interesting. Curse, maybe.
I was thinking exactly that.
His blood did appear odd, though. It did not seem to coagulate properly.
No, what? Okay. This is out of play. What the fuck does that mean? I literally don't know what that means, Mac. Help.
Do they have a knowledge of leukemia back in the...
Mac, I'm serious. What is whatever the fuck you said?
When your blood thickens.
Basically, his blood was too thin.
It's
Has he been drinking too much? Has he been drinking?
When your blood doesn't clot.
He clarifies that it's not unnaturally thin, but it's thinner than he'd expect.
Okay.
Very thin. So he's lacking. His blood is thin. But I mean, I don't want to go off script. I have an idea in the modern world what thin blood means, but back then, how can they explain? How do they explain phenomenon like that? The other night, I asked the physician, what do you attribute that thin blood to?
I really have no idea. It could have been something else to do with his fever and pale skin, or it could just be a completely unrelated symptom, maybe brought on by his weakened state.
What were the circumstances when the prince started to be unwell?
Anyone exotic visits?
Well, he'd just come back a raid. Well, not a raid. Sorry, a patrol with one of the battalions along the marsh borders.
Oh dear.
But he was fine for the first few days after he came back. It
Sounds
just
like he might have contacted something from the swamps. What the fuck? I don't know why I'm still like... I just disappear into the wall.
Talon becomes cloaked. Engage cloaking drop. Yeah.
By the way, is that actual successful stealth roll? I'm curious.
Yes, that would have actually been a successful stealth roll.
So really just disappear from sight. That's amazing.
You've just become the advisor's shadow. But he sort of he doesn't really think that he would have caught a disease or anything from marshes, because otherwise, surely more of the men would have also got ill.
Have any of them been ill?
Unless he was specifically targeted.
None of the guards, but it is quite hard to keep track of in a city, considering
You guys
the
keep
population.
talking to him.
There's always forms of illness and undiscovered diseases that we simply do not know what they are.
I'm going to leave the room and ask where the guard quarters are to the advisor.
Well, you already know where they are because you've been there, because it's the guard garrison.
I would like to use that stealth roll to disappear out of the room.
Okay.
And I'm going to the guard quarters.
Okay. To go towards the guard captain.
Yes. Do you want me to do anything fancy rolling?
Nope. Don't have to do anything.
Yes! Stealth! I would like to tap the guard captain on his shoulder.
He spins round in surprise and draws.
Boo!
Is it now? I was wondering.
He starts to clutch his chest.
And he collapsed from the heart attack.
Yeah. He starts swearing in Zrodlian.
which sounds more or less like Russian. Oh, continue!
Yeah, it's a cross between Russian and Polish.
Oh God. I was just.
Lots of Z's, lots of Z's and W's and P's.
Sikaviat!
Yeah. Rushby! Rushby!
Wait, what is asshole in Russian? Wait, I just found out what this is. Asshole in Russian. What's asshole in Russian?
I don't know, ask Google.
That's what I'm doing.
C'est. Viat?
If it's Pushnez, I finally figured out what the fuck Pushnez is. Sorry, this is important to me.
Oh, wait, it's fine.
No, you go watch Life of Boys on YouTube.
I'm just because there's a word because Pushnez is the word is a curse word I've used for years, but I can't remember where it comes from. It is something in a language, I swear.
Push what?
Pushnez.
Pushnez.
It's in something.
What?
It's somewhere in Europe.
It's certainly a Slav language.
It's either that or it might even be fucking. It's either that or it's fucking from Gaelic. It's from somewhere in Europe.
Somewhere over.
Yeah. I would like to.
Somewhere
According to the physician, the appearance was in the Apparently, the prince was involved in a battle up near the marshlands. Do you know what you were attacked by, or do you know who was there during the battle?
Well, I wasn't personally on that command, on that patrol. Some of the lads that have rejoined the guard as leave have were on there. They say they didn't really particularly come across anything horrific. There was the usual goblins, goblinoid attacks, and that sort of thing they had to deal with.
Was the prince harmed during the battle?
No. The only thing else he can think. When they were camping on the last 2 nights, they did feel like there was a weird presence in the air around, as if something was stalking the camp.
Interesting.
But nothing ever materialized, so they assumed whatever it was had buggered off. Didn't want to deal with such a large force.
I'm thinking werewolf now.
Werewolf?
It would kind of make sense. Claw marks, stalking.
Potentially,
Sick.
but why would a werewolf kidnap someone rather than
Oh,
just murder them
okay.
out?
Who says that he was kidnapped?
I'm starting to see
The
your
lack
your
of
point
like
now.
intestines draped across the walls of the room.
Beck, is that you hyperventilating in the back?
But when we find some fur along, some fur along the threads of silk.
Beck,
No.
are we killing you?
No, I'm just chuckling to myself.
We're just like
it's
so
so
like,
interesting watching this out. It's so fun. It's
I
like
just want-
the final moment that I get to become.
Beck, I just feel like that we're slowly going more and more off course now.
No, actually, you're probably getting
Wow!
closer. Yeah,
Amazing.
I will give you that hint that you're probably getting closer.
I would let. Well, wait, me or them? Oh, well, may I speak to some of the men potentially who were there? Somewhere over the rainbow. I can't tell if either Mech didn't hear me or if he's sinking.
No, my mic wasn't working. Every time I move it closer, it seems to. Anyway, yeah. It's because I have. Actually, it's because I have my. He disappears for about 15 minutes. Oh god! And he comes back with another guard. And
I look at his
introduces him.
hands. What does his hands look like?
Warrior's hands.
Long nails.
Basically, it looks like it's been hit repeatedly with a hammer.
Excellent.
Big sausage fingers. Big old sausage fingers himself.
According to the captain, there was something potentially stalking you. during your expedition out into the marshlands? Do you have any idea what it may have been? Any
He
kind
says
of idea?
He says, "Get ready for my horrendous Russian accent."
Oh, great! Yes, I'm waiting for this.
I wouldn't say so. That's very good. Wrong. Well, I wouldn't, no, that's just Dracula. Well, I wouldn't say stalking.
How many talking?
Can you count to 3?
Oh god. Oh,
Count. Anyway, yeah. Imagine he says, "Well, I wouldn't say stalking, but there was definitely something not right about the last two days that we camped at night. It was something. It was made us all uneasy. Everyone was restless,
So no idea what
but
it
we
may
didn't
have
see anything.
been? Any tracks? Anything at all that may help me find out
No.
what this beast was? Damn it! Thank you for your time. That will be all. I return to the main group, slumped over.
What next, my pretty ones?
I don't know. You guys were supposed to be interrogating the guy still. That was my lead.
You're getting there. Don't despair.
Slowly.
You're getting there. Yeah, slowly.
Slowly.
I mean, it wasn't going to take you 10 seconds.
Well, I knew that.
Wait,
Yeah.
the whole point.
That's supposed to take us bloody hours, isn't it?
Well, not hours. There is other things you can do, by the way. You don't just have to talk to the physician. There's a whole city to explore. I'm sure the guard captain will know more about what's going on anyway. In general, I mean.
I know. I just returned to the team. I sneak in. Do you want me to roll?
Yep. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Natural 20, bitch!
Oh my god!
You literally... Right, so...
I was never gone.
No, yeah, literally. The advisor sort of turns around and he looks a bit puzzled, but then he just sort of turns back and continues listening to the conversation.
Yes!
No one's noticed anything.
All the good rolls are wasted.
The only person that really notices is Pavel. He sort of gives you a cheeky wink.
I love how my roll. Holy shit, my stealth is +7?
Yeah.
Wow!
What the hell?
So that dex.
Oh, I'm also proficient in it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I really should have just been a rogue.
Yep. You're a rogue mage.
Wait, maybe I should go down that. Sneak attack fireballs. Plus assassinate and all the other bullcrap I can add on. That sounds stupid. I want to do it. Okay. I just lean against the wall.
Attack with a fireball.
Simple. I throw a fireball when they don't see me and see what happens.
Yeah. It's it's luminous. It's loud. It bangs when it impacts.
They don't even know about.
Stealthy weapon. Absolutely.
It'd be perfect. Don't worry. It'll make sense. Okay. Anyone have any idea where to go from now? Because I'm out of ideas. Outside of go outside and look around for a bird.
Dog the physician, we've looked through the room, we found a hair and some thread and some scratches. So, and we know there was something to do with the window.
What uses windows?
I mean, is there anyone in town who is particularly renowned for doing like illegal shit and also climbing things?
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah,
Fuser,
yeah.
probably.
I absolutely love your location. Illegal shit.
Illegal shit. Well, you could go and find the. You think that you could go and find the underbelly and maybe throw some bribes about and see if you can find any information.
Yes.
The underbelly
Yes.
of Dalaran?
And yeah, bribes. Walks into the room and creates a giant fucking burning version of fucking Orin. Where is the prince?
Well, yeah, bribes and intimidates, but you know what I mean.
We should try that sometime.
Probably not in a city made of wooden structures, though.
That'll be fine. No one will mind. I should learn wind magic. Giant tempest of swirling soot.
Swirling orange.
Yes. I don't know. I got nothing, guys. Let's go and do that, I guess. Plus, we'll give the.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear. Okay, that's what that was. I thought someone was getting murdered outside. Okay, I leave the room and begin walking down towards the dirtiest area of the city.
Roll me some insights, please.
Are we being
All
followed?
of
I
us?
hope we're being followed. Oh my god.
Everyone? Or just...
2.
That's almost.
Yes, everyone, Pavel. Everyone, Pavel.
What the heck? Are we just like carrying Anders around over our shoulder at this point?
Yeah, I think he's just like, he's got comatose or something.
That
Like
already's been,
religion.
that already's been muted.
He's got comatose in religious fervor.
Anders, are you there, buddy?
Um,
Are you dead?
Howden
Yes.
decides that the most likely place to find the underbelly is probably the docks.
Okay.
That does make sense.
It does make sense, it's true.
But as you're walking
Any
around, you
attractive
notice-
prostitutes?
No, they're all pretty fucking horrendous down here.
I set fire to one.
You are
End up putting up.
Burn the witch!
One of these days I'm gonna end up doing this.
Burn Jigglypuff.
What? Oh my god.
As you're walking through the crowded streets, but they're quite overpopulated. Because obviously they're quite thin because there's a canal between each street, pretty much.
What does the canal look like? Does it fill up both?
Well, it's not really a canal. I say canal.
Is it like Venice
Basically,
Canal?
the way it's basically the way that the most of the poor areas are constructed, they're on stilts. It's quite shallow water, but it's deep enough for small boats. They're constructed on stilts, going into the mud, and they tend to have the lower sections tend to be a lower basement area that's on stilts just above the water, and then the actual houses are on the main level with the streets above that, and the streets are basically wooden boardwalks, like they're basically, it may as well be
How flammable does it look?
Very.
By the way, I may have just started wringing my hands a little bit.
All of the timber obviously has been
Treated with
coated
pitch.
with to make it waterproof.
Let's see here. How much fire do I have? I'm just like checking in case we get in a fight.
What do you mean? How much fire do you have? What kind of question is that you made?
No, I
There
mean
is
I was
fire,
asking
sorry,
this.
all that.
What it was? How much non-magical attacks non-fire attacks do I have? I have 1, 2 actually. Everything else is
Well,
fire.
you seem to do pretty well when you stab people, so
For some reason, yeah.
you have killed the last 2 major
Bosses.
boss characters. Yeah.
Here's the thing: I shouldn't even be using my longsword to do this because I get a +7 for my daggers.
I know. But you did use your dagger last time.
Oh right, didn't I? Oh yeah, didn't I fucking stab it in the jaw or something? Okay, anyway, continue. Mac, sorry, I'm distracting you.
It's weird. Anyway, and my desk was just like wobbling.
Oh, you weren't saying that about my evil laugh.
No. Where was I? I lost track. Yes. Anyway, as you're walking down to the docks, you notice that there appears to be 2 sort of roughly dressed guys. They look like they're following you. You're not quite sure, but it's quite hard to tell if someone's following you. They could just be walking along the street. But they do sort of appear to be heading in the same direction as you.
Oh joy! I crack my neck a little bit.
And every time you look back at them, they turn their heads away. To
Okay.
look at, to look at something else. Or
I'm not the one
whatever.
that notices this. Sad. Oi, Holden, keep up, Mike. Hurry up. Well, I just changed accents again.
What?
Holden, keep up.
Okay.
I don't know this. You're the only one who notices this.
So, well, no, you all noticed this.
Oh, never mind.
It wasn't an insight thing. That was just a general observation.
Oh. Wait, what was the insight for?
The insight was to find out
Oh,
where you think
I'm an
the
idiot.
underbelly will possibly be.
Oh, I'm an idiot then.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you walk into the docks, you sort of think that you're being tailed.
Right.
As you reach the docks, the chance probably think that the best opportunity for you to actually find.
Okay, these guys are still following us?
Yes.
As we're walking,
Um,
I would like to trip, wink, wink, and set a pyrotechnics up as I fall.
Which kind of pyrotechnics?
Fireworks, of course.
Fireworks. Okay,
Yes.
I thought you were going to smoke, but well,
This is going to end badly.
yeah.
We are in a mostly wooden city, and you're about to set off fireworks.
This is
on
fireworks.
on pitch treated wood.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll be fine.
Fireworks.
And by the way, these aren't like our fireworks. These are like
Warhawk style fireworks bases.
no, they're not that. They're more
No.
pinwheels and that kind of thing, like ground firework.
So yeah,
Not
I'm
like
starting a
shoot-
fire.
They're not like basically they're not like shooting up into the air firework.
Each creature within 10 feet may be blinded. Okay, I'll keep. Then I get up and keep walking,
Right. Okay.
waiting for them to step over it.
Well, you have to act. Are you going to wait for them to step on it and then you activate it?
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
The party has no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
Okay. So they sort of reach that point of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And your fireworks go off. Everyone jumps. A man falls into the canal.
Anyone within 10 feet must make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm just going to tell you that they have gone blind
Okay.
because I'm comfortable to roll for when it's out of combat. Constitution rolls are a pain in the ass to try and roll in it.
All right. I turn to my group. So, shall we go and kill these fuckers who are following us then?
Maybe we should actually, just slap them around a bit and figure out why they were following us.
Oh, fine.
Not
You're no
actually kill
fun.
them.
Okay. I would like to begin floating off the ground.
I don't think you can float. Alan.
Just deal with it back. It's for pizzazz. I will get fucking
Pizzazz.
flight when I fucking am high enough level. I will get flight. I promise you.
I don't mind you having like a signature thing, but so long as it's not like an ability that you get
It's just
yet.
literally I'm floating like a foot off the ground essentially.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Oh, fine. I'll wait until I get fly before I start doing it. God.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we need to roll combat? I mean initiative.
But because they're blinded, I'm going to ask you to roll. Each roll at a hit dice, please.
Okay. To
So,
hit.
so roll your standard like to hit. So whatever your
What?
weapons would be, roll your to hit. The D20, like in your attack.
Okay. Go. Dagger of Doom.
Actions.
11. God damn it.
11. Okay.
19.
19.
Pavel knocks
Oh,
himself
okay.
into
Pavel
the
crit fails.
That's every time. At least you didn't cut your own arm off, Pavel.
Just get knocked into the canal. Please tell me you get
We'll
some.
roll back.
Yeah. Right. So Orin knocks the first dude out with a
Dagger.
with your fist.
Why?
But you also hurt your
Why?
wrist in the process.
Why would I use my fist?
Because you're trying to build macho. Halden just cracks the next dude with the butt of his axe, just right in the middle of the forehead. And Pavel swings and a miss and stumbles and teeters on the very edge of the canal.
Okay.
Can I use my axe to just hook him and pull him back on so he doesn't fall in the water?
Yes, you can. Please roll a dexterity.
Can my unseen servant help?
Oh, right.
Oh, I know, that'll be a casting. Never
There we go. Oh, shit.
You unbalance him, and he begins to topple over.
I just watch.
Fantastic.
I just watch.
Pavel, roll a dexterity, please.
Oh, yeah.
Grabs on, swings up and kicks the guy in the face. Please get a natural 20.
Oh, that's a 7. I thought that was a 1.
That would have been funny. Pavel manages to catch the edge, and just before he, completely goes over.
I just had an image of
And,
Halden,
falls.
not even getting close to, pulling him back, but just, slams the axe
Yeah, it just
butt into his
slams the
chest.
head. Yeah, basically, he manages to clamber back up, but he very nearly went in there.
By the way, just out of curiosity, did I start a fire?
You left a scorched patch.
Oh my
on the
God.
wood, but thankfully, there is no fire.
Okay.
An old woman berates you for being such a fool and lighting a fire in such a
Wait, who does?
stupid place. An old woman.
I throw her into the canal.
She slaps you. She bites and slaps and kicks you the whole way you were carrying her to.
Just carry her and throw her into Okay, continue.
Yeah. So you've what's the right word?
Knocked? Abused?
No. Well, they're not knocked out. You've incapacitated. You've incapacitated them. They're sort of on their backs, looking up with stars in their eyes.
So, what you guys been following us for?
Maybe
We
we should
haven't-
tie them up first. Or...
Fine, I use my unseen servant, and the unseen servant, who looks like a little fucking... I had an idea and then it lost it. A little burning guy, essentially. Goes around and ties him up.
That's cute.
Who then rests on my shoulder.
Is it still on fire?
It just looks like it's on fire, not actual fire.
It's like an illusionary magic.
Yeah.
Hope not, at least.
It's just want to burn yourself.
I'll burn myself plenty of times, don't worry about that.
Okay. Tied up.
Yes.
All tied up. Right.
So, what you guys been following us for?
We haven't been following you, sir.
I slap him. Using, in making sure that the stone that's in the glove smacks him across the cheek.
It cuts his cheek open.
You sure about that? Because it looks like you're following us.
He said, "Oh right, sod it. Don't pay us enough." The advisor asked us to follow you. He just wanted to make sure that you weren't doing anything dodgy.
Don't tell him about the fireworks.
No, don't you worry. We're gonna tell him everything. Otherwise, I won't get paid.
Well, you might have to go
Now,
for a
if you
trip.
kindly let us up, we'll be on our way and we'll leave whatever the hell it is you're doing down
Alright,
here.
well, why don't we just bring them along with us if the advisor really wants to?
Because I
And
might
that
use
way
more
we can just
fire.
play this off as a huge misunderstanding and there's no real issue.
Fine. I have the unseen servant untie them. Just like a little burning
To be
nymph
fair,
with a really
you
big
kind of
head.
jumped the gun a little bit by attacking them with fireworks before.
It was fireworks! they just went blind, that's all. Hey, I have a flashbang now.
Could have at least tried to figure out who they were first.
They look shady, so I attacked them. What do you expect me to
See,
do?
I would have assumed you'd have used your smoke ability from it and then used that as
Mech.
to get away.
Mech, who am I?
I know, but still.
And who is the guy who was trying to set the shit on fire so many times? What did you you assumed that I would use smoke?
Yeah. Well, I thought you might be sensible. Is Pavel still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just checking. I can see you're playing Galactic League.
Yeah, well, it's not very much action, lot of talking, so I'm kind of on and off about
Multitasking.
it.
That's
Yeah.
He's multitasking.
okay. Pavel's in charge now. I'll be being quiet for the rest of the game.
I can roll a die once in a while.
Well, I guess you can
Since
follow.
I'm hanging from the side of the
Oh.
of the canal, that's not very much.
Oh, you picked yourself up now.
Yeah. And now what?
Well, we're gonna go keep walking for a bit and talking.
You're gonna keep them with you, or
Yeah, I agree with the bloody half elf. You know I shouldn't.
okay?
The
So
accent's-
we've made prisoners, that's it?
No, they're just here to supervise.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so they continue with you. They hang slightly back though; they're not actually with the group.
Okay.
You make it to the docks, and one of them suggests to you that you try and bribe one of the prostitutes to tell you where.
Oh, so the prostitute was actually a part of the story? Wait, what?
No comment.
Wait, was that no? I'm being serious. Was that actually correct on my not isn't the way I thought it was, but I was correct. There's a prostitute in this. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Well, that is because I was reading the story. Like I didn't mean to say it earlier because I was.
Meg,
reading
I'll be
what I wrote.
honest. I didn't hear you. I don't even remember what you said earlier. So I had no idea. No, I didn't hear anything about a prostitute. That was legitimately me just acting that out. That was nothing to do with me hearing it. My cheeks hurt from grinning.
Right. Anyway, yeah, they tell you that the most likely way of finding someone who's going to know this kind of stuff is probably by bribing a prostitute and meeting the whoever basically runs her, so to speak.
I'm assuming none of them are attractive, right?
No. They're
Pablo,
all
it's up to
pretty
you.
grim.
Yeah.
I slapped Pablo on the back.
So
Go bribe him.
yeah, so I'm talking with the prostitute.
Yep. She's ugly as.
Ugly as sin.
Can you
All right,
please,
dear.
some-
She's only got about 3 teeth.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Sucky, sucky.
Hello, miss.
I'm so happy I threw him into this.
Five copper for. I'll take you behind those sheds, dear.
God.
I think Pavel's dying.
Yeah. No, we're not interested in your business, ma'am. We just want
In your
information.
business. I have nothing to do with your business, woman.
The derailing.
The derailing. Yeah. Right. Okay. You're gonna attempt to bribe her to take you to wherever it is that she's run from.
I give her a piece of gold.
She sort of she looks at it suspiciously and bites it between her remaining teeth, and then thumbs it into her pocket. Well, between her breasts.
Ugh. I don't want to look down there.
No, you don't.
I just have my hands over my eyes during this entire conversation.
And she goes, "Follow me."
Yes,
I have the
sir.
unseen servant lead me.
Sure.
I still have my eyes covered and I have the unseen servant lead me.
So
Around.
she takes you through this series of back alleys and like people's back gardens, kind of thing. Well, not back gardens, like backyards and that kind of thing that are like attached to the rear. So like like places where people would set up toilets and that kind of stuff. It takes you through these winding, twisting back alleys of like small buildings and outhouses, sorts of stuff.
Shit
Until-
houses.
By the way,
Yeah.
this is completely off topic. At some point, I googled Russian asshole. Guess what pops up?
Oh god.
Putin.
Who else?
As well as Obama for some reason.
Who else?
And then
Obama's obviously Russian.
where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, in Soviet Russia, asshole, fuck you.
Asshole, fuck you.
Okay. continue.
Anyway, yeah. And she basically leads you into sort of this what's the right word? Like a bazaar. Lots of like tents and tarpaulins,
I activate my magic radar.
stalls, and all sorts of stuff. There's quite a few magical presences here.
Wait, who?
Items, but she keeps leading you on.
Well, hell,
And-
screw her. I'm standing here. I'm looking through. Is there anything interesting, really, that catches my eye, essentially, Mech?
You can't actually see anything pertaining to those.
Well, does
items
anything
that you can
magical
sense.
energy catch my eye? Anything fancy?
Roll an insight, please. If you wanna, you've rolled the Arcana. You know they're there. I
19.
want you to roll an insight to see if
19,
there's
bitch.
anything that might be possibly interesting.
19.
You sense that there's probably something that feels like
Fire?
Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, not bad.
Why did I Google
it's-
whale shark?
It feels, because that's my thing. It feels, sorry, rather like an enchantment upon an item. That
Beep. Beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Beep boop, beep beep boop.
Yes, my hand is being a magic radar.
Beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop,
My hand is a magic metal detector.
beep, beep, beep.
Do you have a gaydar in your magic?
That's funny. Magidar. I don't know what I'm saying. And Mech, what is it?
It feels rather like a it's a rather dark energy.
Oh, yep. Where is it? I start actually legitimately looking for it. Ditching the party completely.
So you're like running through the stalls, trying to see if you can get closer to it.
Yes,
As you get closer and closer, you notice sort of it's not so much a weapons stall, but sort of just a mismatch of weapons thrown into a pile.
Okay, I begin lightly looking through it.
As your hand grasps the hilt of a long sword,
Okay, continue.
you sense that this is the item. That it's a rather strange sword. The pommel is two snakes' heads facing away from each other, and it's got green gems in the eyes.
If he hits someone with this sword, is it going to heal them?
Wait, heal them? Heal the enemy? Or me?
Not like twisted. It's not in the shape of a hippo.
Because the medic's thing, right?
It's not a
The
caduceus.
Apollo staff.
Yeah, it's just two snake heads facing away from each other. They're not entwined.
Nah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
got
I thought that
green
was-
gems for eyes.
It's not a caduceus staff.
Who where's the stall owner? Or shop owner?
He's actually a rug merchant.
The fuck? Why does he have swords in here?
It's
Mimics!
just bizarre, you know. They have all sorts of
To cut the rugs?
merchant.
Are any of the rugs magic?
Sadly, no, there are no flying carpets.
No, that's not even what I was asking for, Mac. Remember the first... Remember with the fucking evil rug?
Oh, right, yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
I walk...
It's a variant on the mimic.
It is actually a variant of the mimic.
Wow,
but-
amazing. I walk up to the store
so
owner
it's
and...
the set of armor.
How much is it?
Remember the one that strangled yogurt to death? Or...
Yes, that's why. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. How
He
much?
self-asphyxiated himself with a rug.
Yeah.
And I cut him off. I cut him
Yeah.
out of it.
That was great.
No, that was caused by the magical feedback in the castle. But
or something. Yeah.
Well, the excess magical
All
energy
bullshit in there.
started doing stuff to the
Everything.
inanimate objects. Yeah.
So eventually, it could have became a giant mimic castle.
Eventually, it probably could have. Yes.
I walk up to the shop owner and ask how much.
He says, "How much you want?"
50 gold.
He said, 100.
25.
120.
How? You're not even in here for starters.
You man with the pretty face. I give you this fine sword for 200 gold pieces.
I use charm person.
What does it do?
I'm reading it. I know it does. Alright, let me read this. I'm actually reading this. It will regard me as a friendly acquaintance.
For you, my friend, 500 gold pieces.
Motherfucker!
Count them! One!
Mac, I'm being serious on this purchase.
Special friends
199.
discount.
500!
Is he just okay? Is this guy like legitimately drunk?
No, he's just reverse haggling. It's like...
This isn't reverse haggling at this point. This is literally just being an asshat.
Oh dear. Come on, keep going.
Okay, I light my hands on fire. How about 50 gold, or I burn down your rugs and you and anyone you love?
Just take the sword.
Excellent. I still throw him like 10 gold. I want to completely rip the guy off, and then I leave.
He catches it nonchalantly. Goodbye, my friend!
Snake sword. Let's just call it the snake sword for the time being until I fucking
By the way, as he's waving goodbye, he's actually just waving.
waving at what?
He's just stuck his little finger up, and instead of like waving normally, he's just like lifting it in the air, sort of waving with it. Goodbye, my friend.
As I leave, I set up a
Is that
pyrotechnics.
customary?
I have pyrotechnics on his door.
Oh, God.
Like an open store.
What are not custom?
Don't worry, Mac. I won't light it off just yet. We'll do it way later. Just remember that's there, Mac.
Stop laying traps everywhere.
No, it's not a trap. I'm just gonna let it off way later. I return to the group. Looking through the sword, figuring out what it does. Daniel roll
I
Arcana.
gotta remember how to give this shit to you, though.
It's Arcana. I would have to roll realistically though, to figure it out in the first place.
Yeah.
20.
Is my detect magic still up?
Anders, you're back.
Anders! Yay! Missed so much. I fell him in.
I actually legitimately fell asleep.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
That's almost adorable.
Was the story really that boring?
How did you do that?
No, because it's because I had spent like 24 hours awake.
Go to sleep.
It's alright. I think we'll sort of be winding up quite soon anyway. Someone fill him in on what we've done.
I nearly burnt down the city once.
You what?
It doesn't actually happen. I just nearly started a fire. Then the city made of pitch and wood.
Yeah. We killed the king, we killed the advisor, we killed the guard, started a revolution, we burned the city, we appropriate all of the valuables in the city, and
Nice,
we and we
travel over the head.
All right.
He's just,
So you
he's just okay with it.
you broke everything. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and the castle's a mimic.
Yes.
Exactly. And the
Well,
rugs are mixed.
we already called it like 4 sessions ago.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
but
Before we even knew.
Mac,
about
do you want to
it.
actually fill him in?
Yeah, someone fill him in properly.
yeah, basically, so we went up to the prince's room after some faffing around, talking to people. Found there was a thread in the window, and someone did some climbing around. There was some scratches outside, and this seems like someone who had nails climbed up and down, and the prince has got taken out through the window or something. And now we talked to the physician, and now we're stuck looking through like the underbelly, trying to figure out exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
Alright.
the physician hinted about the fact that the prince had just come back from an expedition with the border forces, and there had been some weird stuff going on in the last couple of days when they were asleep, when they were like setting camp and everything. However, no one else from that expedition is ill, and the prince's illness is a rather odd one, in that his skin has become so pale that his veins can be seen through his own skin. He's got a fever, and obviously he's bedridden, and his blood is thinner than it usually would be. And now, they're searching through the underbelly of the city to find someone who might be able to bribe, tell them if anyone has sort of designs on kidnapping the prince, a ransom or anything.
Yeah, and the bitch we bribed to lead us there was ugly.
I think he's fell asleep again.
Not yet, at least.
So we're there. We're in the lair of the
Bandits.
bandits.
Well, not bandits,
Not
but there's
crooks.
also
Dirty people. Ugly prostitutes. Oh, and also at one point I threw an old woman into the canal. That actually happened.
Yes, he did actually throw someone into the blood.
Oh, I'm such a bad person in this. I love it.
Also, I almost wet myself.
What? What has happened?
Yeah,
No, he's saying
almost
he
fell
nearly
into
fell
the
in the water
canal.
too.
Oh, right. That.
Okay, right then. Are you going to roll for your? You rolled for your arcana.
Yeah, to check it out. What is it? What's it do?
Right, I am going to roll a d6. That's 3.
Remember, it's dark.
Means you get this one. Right, I'm going to put it into your inventory.
Easy there.
Fire!
There
Oh,
you go.
I just saw it somewhere.
Mysterious longsword.
A power.
With choirs in the back, like you
you
were
mean-
unsheathing Excalibur.
And you
Oh,
you get
perfect.
as well.
Excellent.
It's up to you whether you keep it or give it to someone else. I mean, sure, one of the tanks might need it more.
Yeah,
Probably,
not
I'll
interested.
never get
I only trust my steel.
Are you going to tell them what you've got there?
Hell no. I just put it on my back
All right,
after tossing the old one away. Like it's just like the old sword just.
throws it. He just throws it onto the pile.
Yep.
Oh dear. That's how it all began. Anyway, yep. Okay. So you're going to return to the party, and they're
Yeah.
leading their way through the.
I can't wait to see how this
Finally-
backfires on me.
I know. She finally. It turns out it's reverse life. Every time you
Yeah.
hit.
That's exactly how I can see this going.
It's broken.
Why does this seem like a story from an old myth, actually?
Probably is probably. Right. So, yeah, she takes you to a tent, like quite a big tent, a cloth tent. Sat on one of the sides of the sort of big. It's like a big square, full of all these tents and stalls. And she takes you to this tent, and inside there's slightly better prostitutes than the ones you met in the docks.
I look around a little bit.
And right in the centre, there is a man sort of sat on, not a throne, but he evidently thinks of himself as fairly important. He shouts at the prostitute, addresses her by name. She sort of flinches.
He's the
And,
pimp.
They both. There's an exchange of words in Zrodlian, and she hands him the gold piece that you gave her.
Was that even enough money? Was that even a lot of money? I don't even know it's a lot of money in this game anymore.
I don't either. It's a bit hard. He addresses you directly. So, what is it you exactly want from me?
What are we here for again? I pat Paolo on the back. Go get him.
What? No?
He just pushes Pavel in.
Hello, sir.
He has a higher charisma than me. Well, Mech?
Well, what? You haven't asked a question yet.
Oh, right. Oh, this train wreck.
So much exposition, so little time.
Yeah, I say hello, sir. Oh, Meg,
Yeah,
are you gonna respond to that?
I'm still waiting for you to ask a question. He's already... What do you want from him?
Yeah, we're looking for a lost person. Some some guy with rich garment on his back. Might not be here on his own his own will. Any ever heard of something like that recently?
You're not talking about the prince, are you?
Maybe.
No, I have not.
I try to persuade
That
him
was probably the wrong thing to say.
I reiterate the question, but with a piece of gold slipped in his hand.
What? Oh, we're grabbing people again.
Much bribes. He looks at the coin and he goes, if you're after whoever kidnapped him, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you down there. There hasn't been any rumours about that kind of thing here. The castle isn't exactly somewhere that anyone would even bother trying to...
I fall on top of a prostitute.
Rob
Let's just go with
anyway.
that.
Because the chance of them catching you and then them subsequently hanging you is far greater than you ever getting away with whatever small amount of prize you could actually get out of that place.
By the way, Mech, I just tried to stealth. Let's just put it this way. I fell on top of a prostitute.
Yeah, that totally wasn't planned.
It's a one!
She slipped, she slipped, tripped, and fell on her dick.
What?
Oh,
Wait, what did you say? I didn't even...
It's lyrics from
Oh.
Eminem's. Yeah. So he mentions that the chances of anyone actually trying to plan a robbery or even a kidnapping
Well, this
in the
is-
castle are very low. But if you're interested in rumours, something's been taking my girls have been going missing a lot more than they would usually do.
They don't like you?
He laughs at this. Of course they don't like me. I take their money and then give them a small amount back. Well, who would like me? But without me, they're not protected.
I just sit with
Yeah,
one of them. I just sit
yeah.
with one of them.
yeah, he's a pimp.
Yeah.
He's a pimp.
But he goes on to explain that, they sort of go missing.
Hmm.
Um,
Any of the girls know...
always
Anything?
at night. You could go ask them.
Well, I'm sitting next to one. Or on her, as the case is.
Actually, to see
Yeah.
if one of them is health yet.
I think Anders fell asleep again.
No.
I imagine Anders, being a devout man of the faith, is sort of very uncomfortable surrounded by prostitutes.
Oh, he's fine
That
with it.
depends on the faith, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I do wonder what this Baldur stands on prostitution.
I mean, if he's secretly into some Slaneshi worship.
He's Baldur. He's the god of justice. He'd probably fucking hate this place. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
But I mean, prostitution can be a legitimate business.
Anders, can I talk to you about birds and bees?
The birds, the bees.
Oh my god. So sweetheart, do you have any idea who's been taking the other girls? I phoned Harper, I might as well talk to her.
I know. I'm thinking of a response. Give me a minute. I am ad-libbing this in.
I just realized I'm technically flirting with Mac right now.
Can we have a real female voice actor for this part?
Please? You were like Rhett Rhea or something?
Nah.
I'm pretty her mic is still fucked, so.
It's a good excuse, that one, isn't it?
What, to get her to talk?
See, you say that,
So
but
she
I've
was
heard
on.
that mic. It was absolutely.
Really
She hasn't
horrendous.
touched it since then.
No dear. Yeah, she goes on to. She says that she's never actually seen what it is, but a lot of her friends have disappeared, especially at night and in the alleyways when there's no one else around.
Excellent. Well,
This is
that gives me an
sounding
idea.
very werewolfy, isn't it?
Yeah, it does sound very werewolfy. It's a pervert werewolf.
Wait.
A purple.
Actually,
Purple.
have we checked what night it is? Have we checked the moon?
It is a crescent moon at the moment.
Do you have any idea how often they go missing?
One every few days, but that's just out of his group. They don't know about the other groups in the marketplace or the city.
I look at the owner.
This sounds more like vampirism to me.
It sounds more like a pervert vampire now. Okay. Do you know if any other girls from other pimps have been going missing?
No, we don't really fraternize with the other groups.
Sweetheart, can you tell me which alleyway they might be going missing from?
All over the place. There's no specific alleyway.
Alright,
Just wherever they happen to be at the time.
alright, I get up. Alright, boys, looks like we're gonna be having a stakeout soon. Try. Feels like we need to have like sniper rifles and other bullshit now.
Yeah.
Spec Ops. Okay, so I guess that we will just stake out. Maybe. Well, okay, let's come up with a plan. How are we gonna stake out, and where are we gonna stake out at? Please don't make me the leader. Please.
Too late, you already are.
I have no charisma, though.
I'm pretty sure we already decided this.
I know we did, but my charisma's 6. It really feels like it should be the
What?
be the leader. Yeah, my charisma's 6.
I got 13!
Hey, a charisma of 6 is as much as what my
Rolls are.
dwarf monk had. And the result was that he ended up getting diplomancered all the time by various, mostly evil characters.
So I say that we set up around here, maybe up high, stake out a couple nights, and see if we can't find out anything, or hear anything, or anything at all. And if we find something, we kill the fuck. Oh, by the way, now I'm letting out the pyrotechnics mech.
You hear you hear a yelp from about 40 meters away,
A yelp?
and
Pyrotechnics.
you just hear, "You fucking friend!"
He's listening to his friend.
Can I look over there and I try to see who said that?
Yes, and please just describe what's happening in the shop. Please, mech.
Nah.
Oh, you dick. I'm literally just picturing
You
essentially
just see
Putin.
fireworks sort of shoot up. a bit.
I'm expecting to see Putin running around being chased by fireworks now, honestly.
Oh no, this was like a Turkish man.
Oh.
But honestly, we asked what was the moon like when the prince disappeared?
It was.
Didn't it happen like yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
yeah, it
would
was
know.
a different. It was just a thinner crescent.
Okay.
Yeah, but in that case, that can be werewolf, can it?
When
Since
can it-
werewolf only come at full moon.
Can he? I don't remember this. Werewolf. D&D. Let's Google this.
Werewolves usually happen during the full moon, isn't it?
Roll a
Arcana.
history and
Yeah.
insight or
Do our
a
characters know anything about
yeah.
werewolves?
Roll an equivalent check.
18.
Please. Okay. Orion with his big book of monsters.
I love to just pull out a giant, like, massive tomb.
Yeah, like an encyclopedia monstanica.
The Encyclopedia Monstanica.
Yeah, the encyclopedia.
Everything we would ever need to
Monstanica.
know.
We
need to make this an actual book
I think we've gone through this slightly before, but
I think.
Beasts like lycanthropy and that sort of thing are actually a disease in this world. And the full moon only specifically affects the infected for the first 2 months. So the first 2 full moons, that's what causes them to change. But after that point, any moon will cause them to change. And then
What happens at no moon?
after 6 months, they get permanently stuck in that form. And for the next 20 years, they slowly grow more and more bestial until it gets to the point where there's no humanity left, and they're basically just feral beasts.
Oh, that's fun. You make me want to. I don't want to be a werewolf. Thanks, Mac.
Yeah.
You ruined my love for werewolves.
Sweet.
So we assume it's going to be a werewolf. Great.
You can assume it's gonna be a werewolf then. Okay.
Or something else in the night. Plenty of things that could be in the night. Vampires. Other nasties.
If it was a
It's
werewolf,
most likely to be
They'd be howling.
he chimes in and he goes, "If you really think it's a werewolf, surely there would be more evidence."
Probably, but...
Yeah, like I said, if it was a werewolf, I maintain that there would probably be like intestines across the walls.
Wait, don't
Oh, yeah.
vampires get really, really pale?
Yes, that's why I'm thinking it's a vampire.
Do vampires have
But
low blood? Do they have thin blood, I wonder?
Well, if you hadn't been drinking, then probably.
Might be. Alright.
maybe it's something else, less, I don't know, less severe than werewolf. You get bestial, but you don't turn into a
Heartland Beast.
You get feral, but you're not...
It was clearly a Heartland Beast took the king. I mean, the prince. Heartland Beast. Definitely.
What is a Heartland Beast?
Remember the
Heart
big...
Beast
Remember
is
the giant
the
thing
big
I killed?
Heart Beast. Oh yeah.
All the different types of beasts are different diseases, by the way. Like
The
different
one that-
strains.
Wait. So the
Yeah.
heart... Wait, was a Heartland Beast one time a human then?
Yes.
Oh my god. That sounds painful as fuck. Be transformed into.
Actually, I'm still hurting from that beast.
Would you want?
It's very painful.
If you want, I'm pretty sure I explained it. I don't know.
What?
But roll another Arcana if you want to remember
Whee!
what the Heartland Beast was.
I remember what it is.
Yeah, but like
13.
because I'm sure I've already covered this before. I'll let that roll. I'll let that slide.
How
Basically,
did I do that?
the heart beasts are what happens when that specific strain of beast, like the goat man strain of the beast infection, infects an individual with anti-magic properties. So instead of having drawing magic to them, they negate magic around them, and they're incredibly rare. But those individuals, if they do contract the disease, become heart beasts.
Sounds fun. Okay. So, oh my god, wait, do you become like a full, during the full moon, do you just like turn into a Heartland Beast? That'd be hilarious.
It's a bit different for those.
Aw.
They tend to end up isolating themselves in the wilderness, and then they undergo their transformation into this big
what?
hulking monster. Yeah.
Just in bed one night, you just turn into a giant Heartland Beast. During sex!
Yeah.
During sex, that happens.
Well, if it's that, well, we better find the priest before he turns into a beast. Otherwise, the throne we won't have an hair no more.
Unless they want to put on a Heartland Beast. Alright, so we're gonna stake out, and we're going to hide out and wait to see what happens. I turned to the guys that we're following. So you can go tell your boss that what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. Maybe we should spread
Out.
this time and try to search the land by ourselves.
Wait, we're spreading out?
We can cover a lot of places like that.
I was just doing sure. Sure, we can spread out.
Since we lost the trail and we ain't got any information from the bordello, so
You know what I
Sure,
want to...
maybe.
God. There's so
Yeah,
many classes...
continue.
ignore me.
You want to split up? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be splitting up. And we're going to be waiting a couple nights. Waiting to see if we see or hear anything.
If we do split up, we should go in twos, not completely, because don't want to get hooked up by
Fine.
something.
Anders, you okay with that?
Mm,
He's sleepy.
yes, I think.
After this, go to sleep.
If I understood correctly, then yes.
Excellent.
In fact, actually, that might be a good place to
Stop.
stay. Yes, at that moment when you're obviously going to be waiting a few days, nothing's going to happen. Or waiting a day or two, and then nothing's going to happen.
Yes, magic.
Do your
Magic.
searches. I might as well not write anything for this and outlive the rest of it because it seems to be going pretty well.
You actually... I'll be honest, Mech. It's slightly more enjoyable when you ad-lib it. Because it seems... A lot of it seems slightly less... It seems less scripted. Which is...
Yeah.
it just seems nicer.
I know, it just means it's hard when I come back to it because I'm on track and I can't like properly plan encounters if we just ad-lib it.
Just having...
Ad-libbing requires a lot more
Skill.
a lot more preparation because that means I have to have lots of like encounters that I can just throw in if I need to.
there. Well,
According to
It's all right for story stuff, but if we come to the actual combat, most of that will be
just have like a selection of them, and then for places like where you
Yeah.
know we're going to,
yeah,
then just have like a set ones.
yeah.
Because apparently, but by the way, for Matthew Mercer, the guy who does Critical Role, according to one of his interviews or one of the questions asked, apparently he throws away like 75% of all encounters he makes,
Yeah.
and 75% of all
That's what I mean.
other shit.
He makes shit tons. He just makes shit tons of like places to go.
And then, but he doesn't really throw them out. He just like keeps them in reserve. Like, oh, I could use this today, and then he brings out like a really fancy one. And he does have really fancy ones. It's like, how many times have really nice fancy encounters been ruined because the team didn't go that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be staking out. We're gonna die, and I'll probably set something on fire and burn the village down.
yeah.
Considering you've already tried 3 different times today,
I have not tried. Wait, have I tried burning shit down for
This world is very difficult to set on fire.
I think you're just helping the village.
Well, I don't want you to just burn down the entire city, do I?
Well, but it would be fun. Also, apparently,
Some people just want to see the world burn, I suppose.
actually, on the note of that, apparently there is a someone did a play session. The party was evil. They actually they lasted a long time and apparently had like a giant army going on. At one point, they declared war on a nation. They died
brilliant.
during this war, but so did the nation. And it's not like just like the nation like crumbled and fell apart. There is literally a desert from where that nation
Where it was.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
just giant
Well-
wasteland. And for every single gameplay in that same world, they just have that wasteland.
Well, the party did a Vegeta and exploded into a Genki bomb.
Wait, no, I don't know. No, they just apparently everything just went to shit in the world. They doomed everything. Which I kind of feel like that's gonna end up. What's gonna end up happening? We're gonna somehow doom like an entire area.
Old man Henderson.
It is a bit silly when you try to do things just to fuck with the GM.
Yeah.
Legend of Old Man Henderson. Maybe that's tell about your accent.
Henderson
We call
was
it a
like
thing.
a character in Call of Cthulhu who managed to kill an old god.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Yeah. You can do a lot of
He
things.
had something like a 300-page character sheet just because he wanted to make sure that the GM would never actually bother to read it.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
So he put in there the tiny in tiny character can kill old gods. Like like a tiny clause, contract clause or something, just to fuck with the GM.
You know, I actually half hope that's where Orin goes. Somehow just dooms the entire continent by unlocking magic.
Yeah, he has the ultimate, holy hand grenade of Antioch in his pockets or something.
No, it's just, he just like fucking absorbs unlocks energy that's he can't control. Just completely unravels everything in a country. Just turns into a giant wasteland filled with bone and death. Be great. Mac, make it happen.
I'm reading this, sorry.
You just missed a great opportunity.
Oh yeah, the
He started the game and
Henderson is fucking hilarious.
I know.
Yeah.
A stuffed
Yeah.
parrot named Rupert. And he's constantly asking advice while ignoring. His motivation was that he thought the cult was gnomes.
Gnomes.
When he actually donated them to a charity horse, got high and forgot about it. Most importantly, he had a 320-page backstory that justified everything, from his casual knowledge of physics to his ability to speak Portuguese fluently. Oh dear.
But why Portuguese?
Point of having such a long backstory was, I'm sure the GM would never, since he would never read it except for excerpts without to justify things. I could rewrite and change things completely around at random without anyone noticing. And most importantly, convince everyone that I was serious about this character and that I wasn't simply the game wrecking bullshit that it was. Dickish, yeah, but he really did have it. Michael down red coat, Aaron, Aaron, and now I can't even read that.
I can't wait to burn down a
You
village.
keep him wee men. Me.
So we done for the day?
Oh, it's a Scottish accent.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Alright, we're gonna get off fucking bad. And fucking Christ, I can't breathe. Oh god. Oh thank god.